time and/or energy. Here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Monday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thanks so much for tuning in. We deeply, deeply appreciate it. Hope you had a great weekend. We got a lot going on today, man. We're going to get you caught up on what's happening out there with Deb's Woke News, sports in the 4 o'clock hour, trivia, Ross Thoughts. TK Law will be here today. Ray Trindley drops by a little bit later in the program, talking about some stuff happening in the world of legalities. Welcome to the program. I am Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
Hello there.
Straight ahead producer Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
Comedy alien Ross Pay.
I like you, Jim.
407-916-1041. Text us. 77031. Don't forget about us on social, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, at The Jim Colbert Show, on Twitter, just at Jim Colbert Show, and, of course, online every day at JimColbertLive.com. That's where you can watch the show live. If you want to see what it looks like when we sit and talk, you're welcome to do that. It's JimColbertLive.com. Click through for Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, all right there.
See our freshly painted walls.
Yeah, freshly painted walls. Deb noticed it immediately. If not for the smell when I went into Jack and Ross's room, I would have never even known. But it actually makes Ross show up better in that corner. He looks like a floating head.
I like that.
It
looks good.
Yeah, it brings the room in a little bit closer. It doesn't look so cavernous now.
I agree.
We had a backdrop behind Ross that hasn't been put up, and now maybe we'll just leave that. Maybe we'll just put a Jim Colbert Show logo over his shoulder.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know. Me in front of a black wall getting recorded kind of feels like heavy kidnap video vibes.
I like it, though.
Yeah.
It's the video they make right before they sell you into slavery, like sexual slavery.
This is Taken 5, and you're
So-
my Irish lead.
That's a good question. Let's say you were kidnapped, Ross,
All right.
and they send this video.
Yeah.
Who do they have to send the video to for the most likelihood to get any ransom
What
paid?
a great question. That is such a good question.
I am going to rule out my mom.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know, really? I
Why?
guess that's depending on the abductor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's a Democrat, she's going after
Oh,
me.
yeah. She's assembling the troops.
But if it was someone on the right, she would be like, I mean, they're
he's-
probably onto something.
He's in good hands.
He's in good hands. No, I would rule out my mom. I'm going to go with my fiance.
You would have them send the video to your fiance, and that would get you caught or found.
Yeah, I believe
but-
so.
But they're asking for 6 figures.
Mm-hmm.
Fiance. She's a real estate agent.
Yeah.
All right.
You know?
She knows how to negotiate.
All right.
They're all loaded.
All I have to do is wait like 8-10 months, I think, in this market.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Right.
actually, my answer really depends on the market.
Yeah. I thought you'd have it sent to Jimmy Colb's.
No. Don't send it
He
to
knows
me.
better.
No,
And definitely don't send it by email.
no. Then I'm screwed.
I got bad news for you. If you send it via email, buddy, you would be sitting there in 8 years.
Not going to be,
All right.
not going home anytime soon if I hit up Jim in an email.
Who's it for you, Jack? If you have to get, if you have to send a kidnapping video to get rescued, who do you send it to?
Oh, damn. I think Jim Phillips.
Phillips?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think he might open his wallet for it. I'd skip right past you.
I think I'd probably have to send it to my father-in-law.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I think because he's just I mean, I just think I would, he would come and get me. Like, I know he would load up the truck and just
Oh,
come
damn,
and-
he-
he would just come get you.
Yeah,
he
he
just
would.
Rambo it.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
come
he
get
would.
You. Just AK through the wall, reach in, grab you like Thor, pull me through there. How about you?
I would contact my mom, who
Yeah,
would
your
make
mom.
a few phone calls to Colombia.
Yeah, just
and
cast-
we would just take care of that little problem.
That's if the spells didn't work, of course.
No, we'll start with La Familia first.
Oh, yeah, if I'm assembling a rescue team, I have my brothers, all my
Your brothers-in-law?
Oh, yeah.
brothers-in-law. Yeah, they're all ex-military.
Oh,
Wow, Ross.
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
You
That's
get-
who you want.
You could assemble a bunch of millennials, Ross, and have them whine the person into giving you back.
Come on. What has he done to you?
He's a good guy.
Don't hit him.
Oh, man.
Am I supposed to?
He sleeps a lot.
Yeah, of course. Everyone should sleep a lot. That's a healthy habit.
It is a healthy habit.
All right, 407-916-1041. Jack, if you notice, Jack's a little giddy right now.
I think it's a pain fumes.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't think it's the pain fumes.
Yeah, no, I have a feeling it's...
So, Ross, I don't know if you know this, buddy, but Jack be flying solo for about 3 weeks.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah, the cat is out of town.
Right.
So Jack is batching it for 3 weeks.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt that his Yankees are absolutely on fire.
Gives me something to watch on TV. 2 weeks. My wife is doing her road trip. She talked about this on her Tracing Trauma segment a week ago, and is doing that and having a great time. But that means it's just me at home.
Oh, playa.
2 cats and a dog.
All right, Skinamax.
Where's the daughter?
And an 18-year-old dog.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the party killer.
But 18, you could put her out and lock the door, and it's not against the law.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah. She's got somewhere else to go.
It's convenient at that age. They like to walk the line between, hey, I'm an adult. Treat me like an adult. Like, come on, I'm just a kid.
Right, exactly.
Hey, I'm an adult that needs $40.
I was
That'd be
just
my
about
next,
to say that, but I was going to say 20.
Just
But
pawn
damn,
me.
inflation.
Pawn me 40
It's
right
getting
there.
everybody.
Yeah, so it's settling into different routines. It's like whether it's doing the things that Naomi would have done, and a lot of it is food prep.
Yeah.
So I took inventory yesterday because that's what I do.
Oh, you check the deep freezers, see what you
I
had in there
looked through
for.
all the freezers, and so I had a list of everything that I could make. Because typically, and the reason I say I hate food preparation, I walk to the fridge, I open it up, and I don't see anything that's just jumping out
It's
of
like
me.
it's like half a bag of peas, 3 pieces of Texas toast left.
And someone like Jimmy can come up with something with that. I'm going to end up having peas on toast.
Jimmy has seen my freezer. So
Everything's half frostbitten.
I've taken, he's been there.
Fish from 84.
Throw that out.
So
It's a time capsule.
I have I took an inventory of what could be made. So it's like you can look at that and say, okay, that I can do, and then go attack it.
Is it a game changer now because you have the air fryer?
100%. It is. There are so many things that I am less intimidated to cook. I made burgers last night, and the waffle fries, they went in the air fryer, and then I just fried up burgers.
Nice.
See, I need to get an air fryer because that sounds a lot more convenient than my slow cooker.
It is, Deb. It's one of those things I was a little hesitant. I'm like, I might use it a couple times, and then it's just going to sit. I am using it all the time, and it is easy to clean. It's so much better for cooking, like bacon. Forget about it.
I liked it the first time when they called it the oven.
Yeah.
Because it's an oven.
Yeah, but it doesn't take as much heat.
It's a swirly, airy oven is all it is.
A mini convection
Yeah,
oven.
exactly. Yeah, but then you're not wasting all that energy
No.
heating up an oven for something that really doesn't need to be put in the oven.
It's fine. That's why God made it.
Yeah, it's quicker, super easy to clean, easy, sits on the counter, and you just have to plug it into a circuit other than the one your microwave is on.
That's excellent.
Because if not, that breaker go bye-bye.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that
Or
would
you
be
just got to wait to microwave something.
that would be the toaster oven.
So are you going to venture into any other cooking other than just burgers and waffle fries? Are you going to really stretch the limits of the air fryer other than potatoes, the most basic of all things to cook?
Okay,
Come
foodie.
on.
Okay, foodie. I just happened to find
Here we go.
3 steaks.
Whoa,
in
fine.
the freezer.
Found
Okay.
those. People find those in the grocery store
Yeah.
all
Oh
the time.
yeah, that 98 vintage steak right there.
They were found in the grocery store.
Jack got that as a promotional item from Colorado. It was like, what, 2011?
Damn it! How does he know? No, this is fresh steak that was freshly frozen, and I put it in. Look, I'm planning ahead. I'm cooking this tomorrow, so I put it in the fridge today.
All right, nice.
Yay!
That's right.
Good
Right.
job. Give,
Oh yeah, forethought.
Yeah.
give him some credit.
So
What's next?
What are you going to do?
Okay.
When you put it in your air fryer, how are you going to do
Okay.
this?
Now
This
I
is
wasn't
very important.
I was gonna save the air fryer for potatoes.
Exactly.
Because I still got like 10 pounds of potatoes.
Yeah.
But I'm getting really good at that. I cut them up.
Jack is eating like the Irish.
Paprika, red crushed pepper, salt and pepper.
Ooh, what time do we come
little
over?
Olive oil, boom, air fryer, good to go. 30 minutes.
It's boot stew or nothing.
So I got roasted potatoes covered.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, excellent.
But the steak, so now I have to, I guess, broil them in the oven, or I can fry them in a pan. I know you talk about,
How thick are they?
not that thick.
I mean, what's not
The
that thick?
steaks I bought.
Like a
Okay.
breakfast steak. Are they just like, are they thin?
No, they're thicker than that.
Like a
How
half
would
inch?
you?
I'd say half inch.
How do you do a good pan fry if you don't have a cast iron?
So here's the thing. It's weird. You're using your oven. You're not using your oven because you're using your air fryer. In my instance, it would be a hair fryer and an air fryer.
Yeah, but you don't have the hair.
What you would do is you would do the potatoes roasting with vegetables, which is, bell pepper, cauliflower, broccoli, whatever.
I've got all of that. Oh, my God.
Chop it up, toss it in olive oil, salt, and pepper, throw it on a sheet pan at 400 degrees for like 35 minutes. Is the best thing ever. And it's like the best thing you can eat.
Did anyone write any of that down?
I heard. Okay,
there's a pan.
There's a pan.
Jim Colbert Live podcast.
The number one thing that you do for your steaks
olive oil, salt, and pepper, oven, 400 degrees, 35 minutes.
Get them to room temperature, and then you got to pat them dry. That's the thing is people... they leave their steaks wet when they cook them and stuff. Like when they're thawing out, you got to get them really dry. And then maybe a light coat of olive oil or something, or maybe just rub them a little better and then in a hot pan and just crust them up on both sides. And then here's the thing, depending on how thick they are, if they're just thin, they'll cook in the frying pan just fine. You eat like medium, right?
Yeah, medium.
Yeah. Everybody in the house eat medium?
Sure.
Yeah, that's
medium
fine.
well.
They'll eat what I'm making.
Medium well?
I don't like a lot. I don't want...
Medium well?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't want
chicken.
any pink. No pink.
Why?
I don't like the blood on the plate. Ugh.
It's not blood. It's not blood.
Whatever,
What is it?
it looks like it.
It's just, in the professional world, it's called goo.
Yeah.
Pink goo.
Oh, that's comforting.
All right, so
No,
I
it's-
use the Jim Colbert Show
Steak seasoning.
steak seasoning.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a good seasoning.
Yeah, it's the
Some
steak
nice
one.
coarse cut pepper in that bad boy.
It's
No, it is. It's really good.
It's a pretty simple salt, pepper, garlic, onion, paprika, and a few other things in there.
That's all the thing I put on my potatoes. I'll
Yeah,
just
yeah.
start using that stuff.
I would.
And then sear them. Just sear them on both sides and get them good crust, though. You don't want them all light brown and tan like a camel when they come out of the pan. You want them dark and
All right,
crispy.
I know the key is you have a hot pan
Hot.
before you put it in.
Super hot.
Is there any oil in the pan or
A
anything?
little bit, or you can actually just coat the steak a little bit with some oil, but just a tiny bit. You don't want them like pan frying. Like you're cooking eggs. Ross, you getting all this?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm holding as much judgment as I possibly can over the whole well done steak thing from Deb.
Oh, yeah, it's tough.
I didn't say well. I
said
said medium well.
Right.
Just a tiny bit of pink in the middle.
No, that's not. That's all brown. It's just not that.
Well, sometimes you
What?
say medium and it comes out like
Sometimes
Oh, yeah,
way
yeah,
too much
medium
pink
well
in the
probably has a
medium,
tiny bit
yeah,
of
but
pink.
only like in the center of the
Exactly.
steak. It's a little pink in the
I
middle.
don't want anything.
Well, you are not
no
gonna-
goo.
Yeah, I don't want to be eating. I would have a tough time cooking your steak.
Probably
'Cause I
not, because if you're the foodie worth your salt, you
Oh,
should be
listen.
able to do it just fine.
Here we go.
What?
Yeah, you just
Well,
cook
anybody can burn it. I mean-
Jim, just cook this steak like you don't care. Just poorly cook it.
So my plan is to make my steak, like the main meal, make it tomorrow for lunch because I had the most time to cook. Instead, because I'll get home by like 7:38.
Right.
Then who wants to be cooking at 8 o'clock at night?
Yes.
So therefore, we had the main meal at lunchtime, and then it's like leftovers in the evening.
Yeah. Then you got to do your tacos. Can't lose with tacos. Got to do your spaghetti. Impossible to mess that up.
Got it.
All those things are fine. Maybe throw in a fried pork chop.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. All right. 407. Well, we wish you the best in your 2-week bachelor trial.
I'll keep you posted.
By the end, it's going to be a
Yeah.
bag of Doritos. And
Right.
Good luck,
And
kid.
I'll be buying that air fryer to
Sorry.
garage sale for $14.
Time out. The bag of Fritos is how it started.
Yeah.
There we
weekend.
go.
Cookie bags.
There we go.
The kid's gonna move out, and you're just gonna be left with the Sour Patch ones.
we went through the bag of Doritos and peanut M&Ms. They're all
God.
That's
It's-
a weekend
It's
right
a
there.
whole new diet at the house.
It was hot dogs for lunch.
All right. Of course.
M&Ms for dinner.
Right, yeah. That's what you want to get. You always want to follow your injection of triglycerides
Right,
with some
exactly.
overloaded of sugar. That's what you want. All right, 407-916-1041. What's coming up for news?
Orlando is closer to launching a gun violence prevention initiative. Pixar's Lightyear is banned in Saudi Arabia.
Good.
And folks in Moscow can now enjoy Tasty, period. Or Tasty, and that's it.
That's it, huh?
We'll tell you what that is and more coming up next during Woke News.
What is it? I don't know. It's tasty.
It's Tasty,
Have
period.
to.
That's it.
All right, back in a sec with Deb's News, more of the Jim Colbert Show.
This is Real Radio 104.1. Online at realradio.fm. On your phone with the free iHeartRadio app. And on your smart speaker. Alexa, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
It would be my pleasure.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Stop and go traffic continues westbound on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. It's heavy as well eastbound between US 192 and State Road 535, and delays coming out of Polk County eastbound right near US Highway 27 up to 429. The beach line looks good. No reported problems on the 408 or the Turnpike. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Blindster. Do you need new blinds or shades? Blindster.com offers custom-made blind shades and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. Don't overpay for new blinds. Shop Blindster today and save big. Blindster.com.
Hey, rental property owners, you know you can do a lot of things yourself and probably already do. We'll take a load off because there are two things you can't do unless you hire the Realty Medics. Get real-time information on your properties and get an entire year's worth of rent up front. Yeah, only the Realty Medics offers upfront rent, where you can get a year's worth paid up front, putting $10,000 to $30,000 in your pocket fast. But not only that, only the Realty Medics has the property performance dashboard where you can track showings, applications, rent payments, work orders. Even better, you can track your rental investment performance just like you would a stock. Yeah, just two more reasons why the Realty Medics are the highest rated and most reviewed property management company in Central Florida. Take just 5 minutes on therealtymedics.com to see how they've made DIY landlording obsolete. And for a limited time, they'll even give you 2 months of management free when you use promo code FREE1041. That's therealtymedics.com, promo code FREE1041.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Jersey Mike Subs. Be a sub above.
Hi, this is Ken Veneziano, president of Del Air Heating and Air Conditioning. In 1983, Del Air started with one truck and a straightforward philosophy. Give every customer the best service at the best price every day. Del Air has grown to over 500 trucks, staffed with factory-trained technicians ready to see you today.
Get a new AC system for as low as $49.99 per month from Del Air Heating and Air Conditioning with approved credit. Visit delair.com for details or turn to the experts at Del Air for up to $1,550 in rebates on a qualifying carrier system.
If you're concerned about your AC, get a tune-up or maintenance you can depend on from our factory-trained technicians and keep your system running properly all summer long. If you need a new system, you can get a free quote and buy with confidence with our $500 best price guarantee. That's why we say, when the heat is on, Del Air can turn it off. Go to delair.com to schedule your appointment today. That's DELAIR.com.
CAC 051477.
My husband keeps asking to get an old van we could renovate and live in.
Hashtag van life.
But I'm perfectly happy with my Pacifica. It has available screens mounted in seat backs for the kiddos.
I want to build storage compartments everywhere.
Right. It's called Stow and Go seating. Available in the Pacifica, you can fold the seats into the floor or just have perfectly designed hidden storage compartments.
Hey, I'm a van life dreamer.
And I live in the real world. The Chrysler Pacifica. It's the van life for real life.
Second row Stow and Go, not available in Pinnacle or hybrid models.
New Queso Blanco is officially on the menu at Tijuana Flats. Try it in the new dueling queso appetizer alongside our signature gold queso. Double down on deliciousness. Order your dueling queso at TijuanaFlats.com.
Save time and money with a wood fence in a box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need to easily install it yourself with 0 down and 0% financing. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more information and store locations. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Baby boomers and retirees, stop the leftist smash and grab of your retirement savings. Take action now to shield your savings from socialism and volatile markets. National talk show host and best-selling author Chuck Oliver of The Hidden Wealth Solution will teach you how to get a head start to be retirement tax smart. Imagine learning proven strategies that are saving boomers and retirees thousands in unnecessary taxes. Visit taxessaved.com. taxessaved.com.
Upgrade her diamond ring this summer with no money down and 0 interest for 5 years. Yes! You can do it now at International Diamond Center. It's our most aggressive offer ever. Not just on engagement rings, but earrings, bracelets, bands, colored gemstone jewelry, all GIA certified diamonds. Buy now and spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest. So that $5,000 diamond bracelet comes out to just $85 a month. One-of-a-kind designer jewelry is also included in this spectacular offer. Now for a limited time at International Diamond Center.
People are driving for hours to shop at ITC right now so they can take advantage of our best offer ever, 5 years, 0 interest financing. It's a fantastic opportunity that makes everything affordable. How about a $6,000 GIA certified diamond for just $100 a month? A $4,000 pair of diamond earrings, just $67 a month. You can even finance a sales tax. Don't miss this. The best way to buy 5 years, 0 interest financing at International Diamond Center.
International Diamond Center, 4 Orlando locations on approved credit.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. The one who just thought about checking your phone. How about don't? The car is no place for multitasking. Trust me, that text can wait. Those notifications can go unchecked until you get where you're going. Did you know that you can now be stopped and ticketed in Florida for texting and driving? So put that phone down and focus on driving. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with expertise and tools with Windows 11 to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. To do more with a Latitude laptop, Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Did you know that most adults with autism are unemployed, and a major hurdle is the lack of job opportunities? That's why Autism Speaks is teaming up with Lee Container, the J. Donald and Laurel Lee Family Foundation Fund, and Delivering Jobs to create a more inclusive workforce in the U.S. Are you an HR professional, community leader, or business owner? Join us in creating a workforce where people of all abilities can contribute and thrive. To learn more, visit autismspeaks.org/employment.
Bloomberg Crypto is the new daily podcast from Bloomberg and iHeartRadio that tackles everything from Bitcoin to Bored Apes. Each weekday, Bloomberg reporters and experts from every corner of the industry discuss the latest in cryptocurrencies and explore how it impacts our lives, our politics, and our culture.
How many machines would I need to buy, not that I will, to kind of mine Bitcoin effectively?
Like tens of thousands of
Tens
machines.
of thousands. That's way more than I was expecting.
Listen to Bloomberg Crypto on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Order your Hummer EV at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch, if you're into that kind of thing, at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitch.
Yo, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, 407-916-1041. Welcome back to Real Radio 104.1. You can text us at 77031 as well. Hope you're having a good Monday. Starting off the week a little, it's a little hot out there.
It is. Actually, not only that, just want to let folks know that they are currently monitoring a wildfire in Seminole County that is affecting State Road 46. So if State Road 46 is part of your travels, keep that in mind. They are currently monitoring a brush fire in that area.
You got to make a call, Jimmy.
A wildfire, actually.
I live on some brush out there.
Firefighters are monitoring a wildfire near the Seminole County line in the Seminole Ranch area.
Okay, I'll find out where that is.
Smoke is impacting State Road 46, according to officials.
Very cool. All
Talk about the heat. I think the feels like temperature is triple digits all week.
All week long, yeah.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
407-916-1041. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Ross and Jack sit right over there. Let's get some news. Here's Deb.
And now, it's time for Woke News.
It seems like kind of a misuse of the whole world.
On the Jim Colbert Show.
Yeah, and speaking of hot, it's 94 right now and feels more like 102. Woke News brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. All right, state lawmakers will not be going back to Tallahassee for a special session on gun reform. Florida Democrats had called for the special session following recent mass shootings in Uvalde, Texas, and Buffalo, New York. A recent poll, though, sent to all state legislators by the Secretary of State's office failed to garner the 60% support needed for a special session to be held. The 19 Republicans who responded to the poll all voted against it, while the 57 Democrats who answered said yes. The city of Orlando, though, is one step closer to launching its gun violence prevention campaign. Officials want the Florida Rights Restoration Coalition to manage the initiative to help mentor people most at risk at being involved in local crimes. Desmond Meade runs the organization and says he's played a part in similar efforts for about a decade. The city funded the program using more than $1 million from the American Rescue Plan. Officials started mapping out the project last week, and this is why mentoring people most at risk, hopefully it will help, because 3 teenagers are facing some pretty serious charges in Polk County for allegedly stealing guns from cars.
Wow.
But when I give you the list of arrests they've already faced, I'm going to just go out on a limb and say I don't think they really care very much. But Sheriff Grady Judd says an 18-year-old girl rented a U-Haul in Brandon last week, then picked up 2 other teens and drove to Lakeland. Deputies say the suspects broke into 2 cars and stole 2 guns. Records show all of the teens were already on probation.
Wow.
Between the 3 of them, they have 25 prior felonies and 25 misdemeanor charges. Sheriff Judd thanked the community for quickly calling in the suspicious activity. Nothing like the U-Haul out in Idaho.
No.
That was filled with the 31 members of a white supremacist group looking to cause a riot at a pride event in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. But nonetheless, what's going on with these these U-Haul rentals?
I don't know. I just saw that today. For the craziest thing.
You think the folks at Ryder are like, whew.
Hey,
dodge that one.
Hey, you guys can be popular all you want.
Exactly.
We'll just sit up to the side and not get the controversy and take the money.
Oh, speaking of controversy, Pixar's Toy Story prequel spinoff Lightyear will not be released in Saudi Arabia. A Hollywood Reporter says the ban is due to a scene involving a same-sex kiss.
Hell yeah.
The outlet reports the kiss between 2 female characters was originally cut from the movie before being placed back in after Pixar employees claimed Disney had been censoring, quote, overtly gay affection, end quote, in their films. Lightyear is just the latest Disney movie to be banned in the Middle East. Marvel's Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness was also banned in the region back in April due to gay superhero America Chavez being introduced in the film. All right, another person from Haiti's Special Olympics delegation is missing. The Osceola County Sheriff's Office announced yesterday that Luis Wilguen went missing Saturday afternoon after getting off a bus at Disney's All-Star Sports Resort on West Buena Vista Drive. The 25-year-old is the 7th member of Haiti's Special Olympics delegation to go missing. The other 6 have been missing for a week. Foul play is not suspected. This is a suspected case of defection.
Yeah, and in another story, 700,000 people filed to be part of the Haitian Special Olympics next year.
And, the sad part is you were 3/4 of the way through that before I realized it wasn't true. All right, attorneys are filing their bill after representing the 98 victims of the Surfside condo collapse. The lawyers say they earned just over $100 million during the case.
In legal fees?
Yes, sir.
Wowzers. That's as much as the payout was, right?
Just about. The bill represents about 10%, rather, of the $1 billion settlement that the victims got last month.
$1 billion?
Yeah.
Oh, it was $100 million each or something? I thought it was only $135 million for the entire...
You're thinking of the sale price of the property.
Gotcha. There you go.
Yeah. The legal fees need to be approved by a Miami-Dade judge. Originally, the lawyers were demanded to work for free due to the fatal circumstances of the case. But 98 victims, you can imagine that's a whole lot of litigation to do for free. Court documents say overall 132 legal officials were on the case for more than 34,000 billable hours.
What, an average now is like $350 an hour?
I don't know, but I just started to sweat.
Yeah, I think it's $350 an hour for an average attorney. An attorney of name or value, I think, is in that $500 to $750 an hour range.
And I don't even know, what branch of law, what legal expertise would you need to look for a fatal building collapse?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean,
that's not your standard personal injury attorney claim, or is it?
I don't know, man. I mean, it feels so class action already that I wouldn't think that there would be more than maybe 4 or 5 handling it.
That's and in this case, there are 132. All right, the National Hurricane Center is looking at the possibility of some tropical development this week, but the good news is it's not expected to impact Florida. The disturbance is currently off the coast of Central America and has a 30% chance of development over the next 5 days. Now, the outlook says the system is expected to drift northwest off the coast of Nicaragua and Honduras. Dust from Africa's Sahara Desert has moved into the Gulf of Mexico, though. Should help limit any tropical activity. Unfortunately, not going to do a damn thing about the heat. It's supposed to be like 95, 96 every day this week. Now, officials say this outbreak of Saharan dust is the highest concentration of dust measured this early in the year in the past 20 years. Florida typically doesn't see a peak until July.
Wow.
But if it helps tamp down tropical activity.
Sure, yeah, it's good. We'll take it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, in the meantime, the National Weather Service is introducing new updates to its operations in Brevard County. The county's Emergency Management Center says they're breaking the area into 6 zones for this hurricane season.
Wow.
That's a big change for residents who live in Brevard because...
Is it just change the evacuation processes and the places where people go for shelters?
Yeah, the National Weather Service used to split the county in half, but with these additional zones, officials can create more detailed forecasts. Yeah. These changes will also provide more accurate emergency alerts for storm surges, which, again, starting last season was a brand new alert, coastal flooding and rip currents.
Yeah, what happens a lot of times if there are not enough designated places, the traffic and problems getting into them become big issues, so they have to diversify, make them more available closer, and I think that would be a lot better. That's actually a pretty good idea.
It's a great idea. Yeah. It's a great idea. All right, Florida, we talked about the truck meet. Well, police in Volusia County hope recent arrests are going to send a real serious message.
Yeah.
An unsanctioned truck meetup was held this weekend in Daytona Beach shores, and police made 35 arrests, including 6 for felonies.
Yeah.
Now, they also issued almost 700 traffic citations and towed almost 50 trucks. The city's public safety director tells News 6 he hopes visitors get the message that the community was not going to tolerate illegal and destructive behavior.
Yeah, they went in there hard.
So I get that, but what was all of those arrests and what were they doing?
I don't know.
It was an unsanctioned event.
Drugs.
Drugs, guns, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I saw the parking tickets, like 600, 700 parking tickets.
700 traffic
violations right here.
Yeah, 700 traffic citations.
It's so funny. I saw them with one of the trucks loaded up, and it was one that had all the lights, all the jacked up everything. It was really nice. This thing had to be 12 foot in the air.
Truck nuts.
And when they put it on the truck, I was like, you know what? If I was the towing company, I would be a little sketchy because that thing looked barely like it was on the back of this tow truck. I said, that truck's got to be $150,000. Minimum, it's $150,000.
Sure.
Why isn't some entity trying to make this a legit event?
It seems like this would be a perfect race track thing, right?
Well,
they have so much space out there.
They're, I guess, officially the event is moving to South Florida, to Miami, after being 8 years in Daytona Beach shores. But some people were like, "Yeah, no, we're still gonna do our meetup in Daytona Beach anyway."
Yeah,
and it wasn't sanctioned, and police trying to field all the complaints from the residents.
But if that entire race area, dude, they could go in there and set an entire thing up for those people, like a track where they could take their trucks and while out on that, and vendors. There's so much space for parking and camping. And I don't understand why they don't embrace
it. Speedway needs a jump
That's
on
what
that.
I'm saying.
I think this is different. This is Daytona Beach shores, so this is a little bit of a quieter neighborhood than Daytona Beach.
I know what we're saying is,
but
take it down there and blow it out.
Move it.
Yeah, blow it out.
They've got transportation.
Just another example of truckism.
Yeah, but the thing is if you're down there in the stadium, you can't cruise the
right,
A1A.
Exactly.
You can't do all that
you
stuff.
You can't see and be seen.
But there's a lot of it that seems kind of innocuous behavior, but just because you drive a truck, suddenly you're guilty of something.
Well, it's like the motorcycle thing back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Let the good old boys be some good old boys.
Stop being
truck out.
Stop being sarcastic.
What's that called now when they drop the butt of the truck?
Well,
is it called a Kentucky?
Now hold on, there's some controversy there.
There is, because there's all kinds of different names for it.
Well, one of them is the Palatka Lean.
Okay.
Because the first time I ever saw this happen was in my hometown, where guys were squatting the ass into their truck.
Yeah.
And now it's a thing, and there are a couple names for it. But P-Town does not get they get mentioned, but it is like Kentucky,
like
or
Kentucky,
Alabama or something like Alabama squat or something.
Exactly, that's the one I keep hearing. All right, Florida gas prices are at another all-time high. AAA reports the statewide average rose a fraction of a cent overnight to just over $4.89 a gallon. That's 13 cents more than a week ago and nearly $2 higher than this time last year. No surprise, the West Palm Beach, Boca Raton area has the highest price in the state, with the average now up to 502 per gallon. The lowest are in Okaloosa County up in the Panhandle, where the average in the Crestview, Fort Walton Beach area is 468 a gallon. Nationally, the new average is 501.
It's called the Carolina squat, by the way.
Carolina squat. There you go.
I've been there.
I've met her.
She took 20 of my dollars.
There's
20 years of my life.
There's disappointment following a launch at Cape Canaveral. Man, it's not bad enough you have a teeny tiny rocket, but then it doesn't deliver.
Oh, man.
Astra launched 6.
That's a double whammy.
That is, isn't it? Astra launched 6 weather satellites yesterday to help in hurricane forecasting, but NASA announced 2 of the satellites were lost because the rocket's second stage engine shut down 10 minutes after launch.
Come on, I'm 50.
An investigation is underway.
What happens with this?
It happens.
So NASA paid this company, I think, like about $8 million to launch these things, and over a series of 3 launches, and they screwed it up.
Yep.
And they apologized, but
So sorry.
Yeah, what happens after that?
Right.
So is it insured?
So sorry for your $70 million.
Now, it'll be interesting. This next line, though, I think describes it, because NASA says, though, that the 4 remaining satellites will allow Astra to meet its scientific objectives.
Yeah.
And help scientists learn more about tropical cyclones. So that's Astra going,
they need to
dodge that one.
They need to drop the ass into that rocket. It'd work better. We'll call it the Space Coast Squat.
Okay, it turns out the secret to living to 100
being Asian, we all know.
could be linked to being something, though, that you're also not, Jimmy, and that's optimistic.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm very optimistic. How dare you?
Okay. A study from the American Geriatric Society indicated people who generally expected, quote, positive future outcomes, end quote, had a higher chance of living past 90.
Awesome.
The study was gathered over almost 90 years. The study was gathered over almost 90 years.
So somebody had quite the forethought.
Exactly.
Yeah, so the study was optimistic.
Right,
And yeah, exactly. And consisted of almost 160,000 racially diverse women. It found optimists lived about 4 years longer than their less positive thinking counterparts on average.
That's that stress, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Stress
That
eat you
fight
alive.
or flight.
Oh, God, just eat you alive.
And finally, it's been 3 months since McDonald's suspended its operations in Russia over the invasion of Ukraine, and now there's a replacement catering to folks in Moscow.
Yeah, this is a big deal, by the way.
Here comes Arby's.
This was a really big deal for
this is
McDonald's.
huge.
Like a really big deal.
And a big deal for Russians.
Yeah.
The new Russian chain's name translates into tasty, period. Or tasty, and that's it.
Okay.
And you will like it.
Yeah, don't ask.
Over a dozen former McDonald's stores that had been shuttered were set to reopen Sunday with a different name and different logo, although it is a little reminiscent of the Golden Arches.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I wonder if they'll get a cease and desist.
Like it's going to work in Russia.
Yeah.
What are they going to do?
All 62,000 workers employed by McDonald's before its exit are being offered jobs with the goal of having opened 200 stores by the end of the month.
You know, I heard they already reopened some of them with another brand that split, and they were mobbed. Like
Really?
they just immediately opened and mobbed.
Well, can you imagine if you just shut down, all of our fast food?
Oh, I would die.
People, we would riot.
I don't know. Which one would be the
you
worst?
guys need to get back in the kitchen like me.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, Jay. King Fryer.
Yeah, exactly. King
Like
Fryer.
if they had to shut down one fast food restaurant, which one would hurt you the most?
Which one would hurt me the
Yeah,
most?
which one would? And Beefy doesn't count because although it's fast food, it's not a chain. That's what we're talking about. What fast food chain would hurt you the most if it shut it down?
I think the Bell.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, I think the Bell would hurt.
Oh, that's hard to hear. Really?
Yeah.
Jackson?
I'm not proud to say this, especially in the month of June, but Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Oh, you're going to get the text messages.
Chick-fil-A's a good one, man.
What about you, Jimmy?
You go first. I asked the question.
I got to go with Ross on this one.
God
Taco
almighty,
Bell?
are you guys kidding?
No, man, that Mexican
you guys-
pizza's dank.
God, it must be.
And the
2 out
taco
of
supreme
4
with
of
the
us.
extra sour cream.
Taco Bell got you guys,
Oh,
huh?
Well, it's
got
not
me
just that.
good.
It's like, I'm not saying Taco Bell is healthy.
No.
But
I got you. All right, I got you.
You can get some pretty low-calorie
All right, I got
offerings
you. I
there.
got you. Is Starbucks considered fast food?
No.
Okay. You don't have to answer so fast.
Well, I didn't want to waste any more of your time, Jimmy.
For me, honestly, when you get a good one, and it's hard sometimes to find because the franchises are run differently, and sometimes people give a damn and some people don't. Because I've got a couple of these that don't give a damn and one or two that do. Wendy's.
Oh, yeah.
If they went, because I'm a sucker for a good fat double cheeseburger, and they got a damn good one.
You just like square meat?
I like square meat, dog, and I cannot lie.
Mark that. And now you all are official. That should be the show title. I like square meat, and I cannot lie. Regardless, Woke News is brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. Yeah, he knows that your mortgage rates have gone up, but what else has gone up these last couple of years is your home values, and that means you likely are sitting on more equity than you've ever had before, and this is a great time to tap into that hard-earned equity to build a pool, maybe put in a new kitchen or update or add bathrooms or even expand your home. Heck, you can even fund your midlife crisis. It's so easy to go to homeloansradio.com, ask Don any mortgage question, get a written quote so easy by hitting apply now. Again, that's homeloansradio.com or thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Back with more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Today it's going to be hot and humid, very similar to what we felt over the weekend, with afternoon highs holding on to the low to mid 90s and feels like temperatures reaching the triple digits. Now, rain chances won't be as high of coverage. We're looking at 40% a little bit later this afternoon into the early evening hours. So remember, when thunder roars, make sure to go indoors. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Allison Gargaro.
This report is sponsored by Blindster. Do you need new blinds or shades? Blindster.com offers custom-made blind shades and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. Don't overpay for new blinds. Shop Blindster today and save big. Blindster.com.
Man, do-it-yourself alarm systems seem to be the solution for home security. Problem is they're cheap and simple. And that's the problem. They're cheap and simple, cheaply made simple to bypass. So simple that some news organizations tell you not to even put the sign out because the crooks already know how to get around it. Do-it-yourself cameras are just as bad. You get that warm feeling looking at the camera, seeing those great pictures and video. The problem is it's not calling the help you need. That's all it's doing. You got to get something that really takes care of you. That's where Safe Touch comes in. These guys are awesome with 5 layers of protection. The Safe Touch sign lets the crook knows to stay away from the Safe Touch house. The cameras use analytic technology that identifies boundaries in humans. That alerts the bad guys are on camera and being identified. Then the homeowner is notified with a direct camera feed. Plus, you get that early notification. That's the always on feature and the two-way communicator that verifies the response so that you get the emergency help you need faster than anybody. And even better, the call center is right here in town. Just call 888-723-8682. Get that free demonstration of the newest 5-star system from safetouch.com. State license ZF233.
Are you tired of paying high interest rates on your student loans, car loans, or credit cards? Sage Mortgage and their quick cash refi can help. Home values have gone through the roof, so why not use some of that money to consolidate all of your debt into one payment at a lower interest rate? Not only can Sage Mortgage's quick cash refi get you a quote in 15 seconds, but they can get your debt consolidated in nearly half the time of the big banks, saving you money quicker, all while providing top-notch customer service, which you can see from their 4.8 stars out of 5 on Bankrate.com. Visit them online and see your guaranteed low quick cash refi rate in only 15 seconds at sagemortgage.com or call in at 855-836-0352. That's 855-836-0352. With Sage Mortgage on your side, you may be richer than you think. Forward Mortgage Lending Incorporated, DBA Sage Mortgage, NMLS ID number 137474. Not available in all states. Equal housing opportunity. This is not a commitment to lend. Not all loans apply. Terms and conditions apply. Call us at 855-836-0352.
Investing involves risk, including possible loss of principal. Income may be subject to state, local, or federal alternative minimum tax. When interest rates rise, prices fall. When interest rates fall, prices rise.
A few years back, I had no idea what a tax-free municipal bond was or any of the benefits it provided me as I worked towards retirement. As my work journey nears an end, I'm glad Henyon and Walsh introduced me to the idea of tax-free income. Henyon & Walsh specializes in investment-grade tax-free municipal bonds. And when I talk to the folks at Henyon & Walsh, I can be confident that they give me the kind of service I always wanted and deserve. Call Henyon & Walsh today to learn more about the benefits of municipal bonds. Call 1-800-761-9761 now, and they'll send their informative bond guide free. No obligation, no cost. Just dial 1-800-761-9761 to receive your free bond guide and learn more about how municipal bonds can serve as your cornerstone to any portfolio. Call 1-800-761-9761. Henyon & Walsh Inc., member of FINRA SIPC.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with expertise and tools with Windows 11 to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. To do more with a Latitude laptop, Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Okay, open wide. Good to see you've been flossing. What's on your chest? Oh, that's just my lentil soup. It was supposed to be here an hour ago. I'll say it's unprofessional. We should have ordered through Easy Cater. Food shows up on time as ordered. Yeah, it really burns me up too. Oh, the soup. Oh, hold my crackers. I'll go get the lead apron.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but Easy Cater just does. Food for work on time and as ordered from over 85,000 restaurants. Order 24/7 at easycater.com.
It's been said that good fences make good neighbors. Your friends at Fence Outlet couldn't agree more. Whatever style, whatever color, just share your ideas. And your friends at Fence Outlet will have the right application for you. For quality fences at the best prices, go to fenceoutlet.com.
License number C10252 and C10803.
Were you hurt in a vehicle and want compensation?
When you're injured on the go, just call no.
Did an accident leave you in need of representation?
When you're injured on the go, just call no. When you're injured on the go, just call no.
Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney, sung by a non-attorney spokesperson.
Want to hear something that's going to make you feel better? Seeing your own primary care doctor, now just around the corner. At Village Medical, at Walgreens. Our providers and care teams take care of you with same-day appointments, extended hours, and virtual visits too. You get the comprehensive care you need, when and where you want it. Experience exceptional care at Village Medical. Book your primary care appointment at villagemedical.com/getcare. That's villagemedical.com/getcare.
Car crash? Call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
This is the Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just search The Jim Colbert Show.
Aloha, this is your head librarian from Hilo Town. The gas here in Hilo Town is at 5-something. So Florida, stop your whining.
I say. Oh, hard to say that though. People get real upset. I got an electric car. I was like, stop your bitching. All right, 407-916-1041. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate that very much. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. Hope you had a good weekend. I think everybody had a pretty good weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You played golf all day Sunday. Did you guys get any weather at all?
No, just overcast. I think it sprinkled for like 8 minutes.
Yeah. That's legit. You played all day.
Yeah, we went into this weekend with that 70% chance Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I don't know if I saw 7 minutes of rain.
Yeah, I think we saw 2 good downpours, but for the most part, ignored it.
It's really tough to plan stuff.
It is. Because, it just roll through town in different spots, and you never know. Mm-hmm. I watched one go right under us, killed Oviedo, didn't touch us at all. Like a little shower for about 10 minutes, that's it.
We got slapped on Friday and then nothing Saturday and Sunday.
So I got a call from a friend of mine or a text from my buddy. You remember Nutty, who I played golf with up in Blackmon in March? So, and oddly enough, we don't really talk a whole bunch during the year, but when we, that week we talk a bunch. But when stuff happens in town, he'll send me a text on what's going on. And turns out the athletic director, I believe he's still the AD at Placa High, where I went to high school, is a fan of the program. He listens, and his wife listens, and they're wonderful people, as most people are up there. And he was struck by lightning this weekend.
Whoa!
No,
he's gonna be okay. I was actually just texting him during the break, but I got a Nutty text me. He goes, "Hey man, I don't know if you heard, but Hump got hit by lightning. Well, his name's Bobby Humphreys. So everybody calls him Hump. So,
no, but I just love the story. No one picked up that Nutty sent a text that Hump got hit by lightning.
Yeah, that's how it is, though, right? I mean, everybody talks like this. If nobody look, everybody. It's your
nickname. Right? Yeah, time out. What's your nickname?
Oh,
His was
they call me
Chipper.
They call me Chipper up there. Nobody knew about that now.
Oh, okay.
But these guys, and he's like, "Hey, you got hit by lightning." And then I finally read the post from his wife. He just got out of the hospital. And he sent me a text saying, "Hey, man, I heard you were asking about me." I was like, "God, I was went on his Facebook page." He said it. He said that you kind of don't know what's going on. It was, I guess I'm just kind of starting my conversation with how it felt.
Right.
But next thing you know, they don't know if it was a direct hit. I guess he's got some burns on him or anything and stuff, but he's fine. He was in the hospital for like 2 days. He's out.
Well, there were 2 little girls that were struck by lightning in Merritt Island on Friday.
Wow, really?
Sent to the hospital.
Man, I got to tell you, I was just texting him during the break. I was like, man, I was out in my yard on Saturday, and the one little blurb we had, my wife and I worked in our yard all weekend long, right? That's all we did. I don't even think I left the house twice all weekend. And so we're out there working, and it's brutal. It's so hot and stuff, and we're getting done and kind of packing everything up that we had to get done. And about that time is when you could hear the storms kind of moving in. And because our property is so treed, you can't look in the distance. There's no looking in the distance. It's just trees everywhere. So it has to be right on top of you before it hits, man. Out of nowhere, I was out there walking the dog, and it was like, ta, 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 4 in a row. I was like, Sadie, let's go. Let's go, baby. Daddy's a golfer in Florida. We don't blink with lightning.
Man, Chris does.
He gets out there and he doesn't give it any respect.
He does. And then he'll tease me, right? So one weekend we're planting flowers, and he's out there with a shovel, and we're surrounded by trees. So I come out the front door, and I'm like, it's storming, and he's like, yeah, I'll be in it just a little bit. And then he starts digging another hole.
And it's just popping lightning everywhere?
Everywhere. And I'm like, standing with metal in your hands during a lightning storm surrounded by tall trees is really not the smartest move. And he says, why? You asked me to do this. So this way, when I get electrocuted, you can tell people that you asked me to go out.
Oh, man. That's coming in hot. Oh, yeah, that's coming in hot.
I turned on my heel and slammed the door.
Yeah, you got to pick. You got to pick. If you're going to expose yourself to lightning, you got to pick the right place.
Right, yeah.
There was a father and daughter who did it, leaving the Yankee spring training game.
Oh, that's right.
Smart move. Because then, now regular season, I'm seeing them with front row seats, and they're talking about them and doing interviews, because that's the couple who got hit in spring training. And now, all season long, it's all about them.
Uh-oh.
Jack's gonna be.
Someone wishes he was hit by lightning during spring training.
Jack's gonna be in Tampa with a tinfoil hat.
I've been thinking about it. We're going to Kennedy Space Center.
Oh, buddy, that's a primo spot to get lit up.
We'll bring a lightning rod. Maybe we could get
what do you mean? Bring one. We'll be sitting in like 50,000 of them.
Wait, no. You guys missed the operative word. What do you mean we?
Yeah. I'm thinking if we get struck by lightning, maybe they feel bad and put aside like a SpaceX rocket for free.
That'd be pretty badass.
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't be bad.
But I'm telling you, if you've played golf in the state of Florida, back in the day, it was metal spikes. Now most spikes are soft spikes. They don't want them anymore. So, but it would be like having baseball cleats on. So you can see the problem. I mean, you're out there grounded to the ground, just literally waiting to be killed. And I will specifically remember the first time, and this is going to make you guys laugh, and it's 1,000% true. Witnesses and everything. So we're at Dubs Dread Golf Course, downtown Orlando, historic Dubs Dread, and it's one of our normal afternoon games. For years, I played in the Saturday game with the same guys over and over, and they're all good players. We're all out there playing, trying to win some money from each other, right? And I come to number 17 there, and there's a storm rolling in. I was like, oh, we're going to make it, no problem. Nobody wanted to be rained out.
Right. One more hole.
And have the score. Well, the last hole's a par 5. You get an opportunity to kind of do
Birdie Town.
Right,
totally.
Birdie Town. That's
right.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I hit my drive, and I start walking. And my buddy Jeff had told me for years, if you feel, if it's storming and you feel the hair on your arms.
That's what I've been told.
And your neck and your hair or whatever. Back when I had hair, I could feel it, actually. You wouldn't believe it.
Oh, now you're just ripe to be a victim.
And the hair started standing up, and he always told me, he goes, whatever you do, get your spikes off the ground. If that happens, get your spikes off the ground. Well, back in the day, you couldn't afford to ride and play golf. We didn't have any money, and there's nowhere to go. So imagine walking and all of a sudden, the chipper-toothed, mullet-headed golfer you're playing with immediately stops and rolls onto his back like a turtle and sticks his feet and hands straight up in the air.
Man, I wish we had a photo.
Everybody in the group just thought I'd completely lost my mind. Or they thought I was being abducted.
By aliens.
And I was like, they're like, what's going on? I literally thought I was having a heat stroke. And I was like, guys, haven't you heard? And they're like, yeah, dummy, we don't do that. We'd rather take the hit by the lightning than look like you look right now.
Yeah. Why are you propositioning yourself?
All right, 407-916-1041. Back in a second with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
How else are you going to know what we're up to off the air? Find us and like us. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
We're still looking at stop-and-go traffic eastbound on I-4 between US 192 and State Road 535. Westbound still a solid ride between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. We're also getting reports of some slow traffic due to construction on Boggy Creek Road north and southbound under 417. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. Hey, DQ fans, make this Father's Day one to remember with the DQ cake. Treat him to a fudge and crunch center and layers of DQ soft serve because the big guy deserves it, and so do you. Order yours today, only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Guys, when it comes to a new bathroom, you got to get with Rebath of Mid-Florida. That's all they do, and they have some beautiful products, which you can see every day. You can actually feel the quality right there in your hands. 436 up in Altamont, right across from Kobe. That's where you'll find them. Walk in, look at it, ask questions. They love it when you do that. This is all national brands. You've known these brands forever. This is not like stuff they've made up in a warehouse somewhere. This is like, Toto, Kohler, Bull, Delta, Birch Cabinetry. It's all right there, and they do everything from the lighting, the tub, the toilet, the tiles. It's all at Rebath. That way you can control every aspect of your design. And the cool thing is they actually give you a team to work with you so you can come up with the best possible idea for your bathroom. And be aware that there are people out there that really are taking advantage of Rebath's great reputation and kind of telling everybody they're from Rebath. Do your research. Make sure you're dealing with a Rebath outlet, specifically Dave Denbauer and his son Josh. Wonderful people. Look, man, this is what they do for you. 4 to 6 days to get your old bathroom out, get the new bathroom you helped design in, and they do that with the same team, and they give you a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. You simply can't lose. It's Rebath of Mid-Florida. Book your appointment today at rebathmidfla.com.
We started by renovating an old van.
Yeah, then we just followed our journey and became van life influencers.
We were in a gas station parking lot when we saw a Chrysler Pacifica pull up, and that was our big wake-up call.
I mean, it had available Napa leather trim seats and 33 total inches of available screens. Plus, the Pacifica is America's only plug-in hybrid minivan.
Yeah, it had everything we wished our van had.
So we traded in our van life for a Pacifica hybrid, and now we have 2 new followers that really like it.
The Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. It's the van life for real life.
Springtime is a great time to call the fence freaks at Mossy Oak Fence. They're freaks on quality, your satisfaction, and security. Mossy Oak sets the standard for quality, backed by the best warranty in the business. Visit mossyoakfences.com and let the Mossy family protect your family.
There's nothing sweeter than the sound of a step-back 3 ripping through the net. At Kia, we've mastered a move of our own, and it's called the Telluride. Its available 3.8-liter V6 engine didn't just magically appear. We built it from the ground up. So the next time you see someone splash a 30-foot fadeaway, remember how hard it is to make it look so easy. And the next time you're behind the wheel of the Kia Telluride, be inspired by the way it glides so effortlessly. Kia is the official automotive partner of the NBA. Kia. Movement that inspires.
Introducing the Amscott Installment Cash Advance. From $100 to $1,000 with no credit checks and flexible payment options. That's more money and more time to pay it back. Amscott. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
An official message from Medicare. Did you know Medicare.gov/care has information about healthcare providers in your area? At Medicare.gov/care, you can find and compare hospitals, doctors, nursing homes, and more. See detailed information on quality of care and how patients rate their experience. Visit Medicare.gov/care today. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
If you've been involved in a car accident, call me, Mark Anajar, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 and take back control of your life. Office in Orlando.
Hey, Orlando business owners, stop overpaying for internet and phone. Switch to Spectrum Business and get Orlando's best deal for small businesses. Get blazing fast internet speeds of 600 megabits per second for just $49.99 a month and phone for just $19.99 a month. Taxes and fees included. That's faster internet at an incredible price. Other providers don't even come close. Make the switch to Spectrum Business. Visit business.spectrum.com/ultra.
Divorce? Call Trinley and Kramer, TK Law, onefirmforlife.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. You're listening to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
So I get to work today, and the guy I work next to was telling me how he went to a comedy show in DeLand that was being headlined by some funny comedian who was supposed to be the funniest guy in Central Florida and all this other stuff. And he proceeds to tell me about how the dude who was opening just bombed. None of his jokes were landing. And that the headliner then came in and said something along the lines of, "Man, great audience. The opener's going to go back there and kill himself." And I started cracking. Good job, Ross. Good job.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. What'd you do? Or not what'd you do that's new. My God almighty, I'm so dumb.
It's just one day away.
Yeah, just one day away.
There you go.
I watched it last night.
Sports is coming up with Brandon Kravitz here in just a little bit. 407-916-1041. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
So is Jack.
Waiting on that hockey report.
And Ross. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
So that guy ate it pretty bad, huh? That's a rhetorical question. Ross came in this morning, and the first thing I do. Usually, I text him on Sunday to find out how all the gigs went. I'm vested in your comedy career, and you said that you may have seen the worst bomb you've ever seen in your entire life Friday night in Deltona.
That is true. Let me preface this by saying I've seen this guy perform before, and he's done quite fine. In fact, he's pretty good. He's okay. I enjoy what he's throwing down to audiences. I've seen him, garner a lot of laughs before. It's just Friday night was not his night, and that's the risk that you take every time you go out and do stand-up comedy is that it's live. You have one shot, and at any point, if they collectively think amongst themselves, we don't really like this, it's kind of hard to get out of that hole.
It is really hard to do that because once they decide they don't want to laugh at you, it really takes something really big to win them over.
I mean, it's a room about 180 people, I believe.
Damn.
160 or 180.
You almost sold it?
Yeah, I think it might have sold out.
That's nice.
It was a beautiful audience. If you were there Friday, thank you so much for coming out. But the opening act definitely had a hard time. He felt so bad. He kept messaging me and telling me that he apologized. And
did you have nights like that?
Oh yeah, I mean you never had a bomb. I've never seen you bomb like that. No.
I haven't bombed like that in I'll be honest. I don't know if I've ever bombed like that because there were swaths of moments where
it was bruising silence.
Yeah, there was a lot of silence.
Hurt. Right.
Ooh, that's not something you expect to hear a lot of at a comedy show.
Yeah, you don't
silence.
want bruising silence.
Bruising silence.
Silence so hard that it actually leaves a mark.
I don't think I've ever heard that before, but I love it.
I do too. I'm going to be keeping that.
Just made it up. I'm sorry. But I did say, well, I'm sorry that happened. I'm glad. I hope you had a good night.
I had a very fun time.
Last week you kidnapped a blind guy, so you're on one.
Yeah. So what that callback, that talkback was also saying is that it gets to a point where if there's one piece of advice that I would give that comedian that I worked with Friday is that if it's not going well, you have to talk about how it's not going well.
Right, yeah, you just have to do that.
You have to call out going, in fact, he did get one laugh, and it was a pretty solid laugh, which was he did a joke, it did not work, and in the joke he was talking about how rough this date night was, just like this right now. And that was where he got the laugh, because you're calling out the elephant in the room. You're being honest.
It's just not working. It happens all the time. The best pitchers in the world sometimes get shelled. They don't have their best stuff. It happens.
You know, to grab an audience and put them on the journey of paying attention and listening on what you think is funny and what you have created, you got to be every now and then a little bit of just in the moment funny.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. I know I'm way behind on this, but Jack has asked me a number of times if I'd ever seen this movie. And this weekend, last night, we were just kind of tooling around looking for something to watch. I think we've ripped through most of the Netflix stuff that we like. You know, I know everybody does the same thing, right? You watch all of what you think are the best Netflix movies, and then you go online to find out what the best Netflix movies are. and then you just kind of pick them apart until you find maybe one in that collection you think you can tolerate for 10 minutes.
Netflix always reminds me of being broke and having a refrigerator.
Right.
Yeah, man, they're teasing.
It's cold, but there ain't nothing in there.
Squid Game, the second season, and there's a lot of talk about Netflix needing like resuscitation.
Well, there's some cool stuff coming out with some big stars. I mean, Jeff Bridges has a thing coming out. I don't know if that's a Netflix thing or not.
It is not.
That's FX.
Is it FX?
Oh, no.
The Old Man.
Is it Hulu?
The Old Man.
Yeah, it's called The Old Man.
I thought it might be Hulu.
Yeah.
But on Sex, Death, and Robots just dropped their third season. That's on Netflix. But those are like 10, 15-minute shorts.
I've got a buddy of mine just actually, he knows we like the episodic shows like that, and said there's one out there where I'll tell you what it is in a minute when I find it. But he said it was pretty good. What are you laughing at?
It's Love, Death, and Robots.
Thank
but
you.
I love Sex, Death, and Robots as well.
And by the way, Old Man is on FX.
Oh, very
The
nice.
one with
Congrats,
Bo
Jim.
Bridges.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's good.
damn it.
It's
Jeff
Jeff Bridges as
Jeff
like
Bridges.
an old
CIA agent.
Yeah, I love that.
And then he's found out.
That's like right up my alley.
Oh, yeah.
I love the Jason Bourne kind of stuff.
Same here.
So with that said, last night we'd been working. We were really tired. We'd had a long day. Took the kids to see Top Gun again. They loved it. It was great. Another big crowd on a Sunday afternoon matinee show.
That's how it got 50 million.
Right, exactly.
Tear fest from Jim.
Right. So we came home and I watched Roadrunner, which is the story of Anthony Bourdain. Right, the movie about Anthony Bourdain. I know it's been out a couple of years. Of course, he killed himself, I think, in 2018.
Okay.
Something like that, and watch the movie. Now, interestingly, for people who have been listening to Real Radio for a while, the gentleman that worked here before us is a guy named Jim Phillips, and was on the air for many, many years. And Jim and I had a pretty good relationship. We talk about certain things. We had similar interests in certain parts of the world, and food was one of those. And he loved Anthony Bourdain. He was kind of I don't know, his raconteur, he was a food guy, and he was a chef, but he never was really known for being a chef. He was known for more being a food writer. He wrote the book called Kitchen Confidential,
which is,
and it was the standard, right? And it took off, and it just banged his career. I mean, he literally says over and over, I got lucky. It just kind of happened to me. It fell in my lap. Next thing you know, I'm being invited to go everywhere. And Jim was always enamored with Anthony Bourdain, and I never got the Anthony Bourdain thing. He just kind of seemed like a douchebag. And I mean, although he went on some real cool places and ate some cool stuff, and I did like watching his show because I like the narration of his show was okay, but I could never make that connection with him. And I watched the movie last night. I said, you want to watch this, Tori? We're sitting there just kind of hanging out. She goes, sure, I'll watch it. And we became a little bit more interested, and it turns out he was just a complete douchebag. He was just
towards the end.
I got to tell you, he was consistently kind of, and I'm not saying that as a derogatory thing because he is who he is. I mean, he was still a beloved guy, but he was just not, and I think everything I didn't really like him for, I didn't like him for in the movie. So I just kind of reestablished the fact that I never was like an Anthony Bourdain guy. And it was just kind of a weird thing. I realized like 3 years after the guy's death, I'm like, yep, still don't get it.
I would have thought you would have liked him.
And that's exactly what everybody says. I'm like, wow,
I
man.
thought he'd be like right up your alley.
I thought he'd be a shoo-in, but he wasn't. God, this is going to sound so crazy.
He was built like a brick, you know what?
He seemed to be mean for the sake of, and he wasn't really, the funny thing is he exuded confidence, but really that was not him at all. He wasn't a really confident person. Not at all.
Did you enjoy the movie, though?
Yeah, the movie was very well made. It told a great story about him. I mean, it just reassured what I thought I knew about him from the beginning, which is, that my perception of him was accurate enough reflected in the movie where I thought, okay, that's, I got pretty much from the show what I needed about Bourdain.
I thought the movie was great, and just towards the end of the movie, which is also, if I remember correctly, kind of towards the end of his life.
It was.
Being obsessed with that woman.
Yeah, Aja.
And that just, I don't know, man, that just broke me of just thinking like, damn.
Yeah, and he changed as a person. They said that last year, when he became involved with her, and they didn't, obviously you could tell they were being tight-lipped about her,
Right.
as to not say anything derogatory or inflammatory or legally.
No character defamation.
Yeah, no defamation there, but you didn't get the feeling she was well-liked amongst his close friends and stuff. Did you ever see it, Jack?
I never saw it.
Yeah.
No, it's interesting because I remember, and we interviewed him on the Phillips File, and Jim Phillips had kind of almost this love-hate relationship with Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah,
he really appreciated him, but there were some elements of him that it kind of rubbed him the wrong way. He just didn't like, and I think it's that same vibe of, just could be kind of a douche.
Yeah. He just came off as just unbelievably selfish. He had a daughter and everything, and then he commits suicide. I know that the suicide thing, there are people who consider that a very selfish act. And, when you look at what he had to offer and things, he just wasn't he just didn't seem like a super happy person.
Yeah, he seemed to, I think the word I'm looking for is nihilistic.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
He
Obsessed with his own end.
Well, no, of just kind of going, none of this matters.
Yeah.
Why care?
Right.
He was a former addict, and I think that will always resonate with people who have also gone through that.
Right.
And he just kind of moved his addiction towards, what he was drug-wise to food and travel.
But I will tell you, though, if you ask people, and I think the reason the book became so popular is because it really kind of almost created a pirate-esque feel around chefs, that they were not just the stooges who stood in the kitchen, that there was a lot of personality
like
behind.
rock stars.
Yeah,
almost.
a lot of that behind the scenes, and he really kind of brought that out into, to let you know there was a James Dean-esque quality about the people that were doing, creating these great flavors for you and stuff. But it still, for me, it didn't, he just still came off like a kind of a, I don't know, he just didn't hit me right.
There's that one part of the movie where they talk about that moment where he slaughters a chicken in a third world village.
Eats a live beating cobra heart.
I believe the chicken one, if I remember, that was in Colombia.
Yeah.
And that was to honor the chicken for giving its life. It was on a rooftop.
Yeah.
And they were out there drinking, I think it was aguardiente, and thank the chicken and then cut its throat.
Yeah, the coolest thing I think I ever saw him do was he went to Russia. It was either Russia or Ukraine, and they go into this place there because the regulations are different for what you can buy food there. And you could buy that incredible caviar at like 7-Eleven's up there, And they got a bottle of really good vodka at a liquor store, and they got a really good tin of caviar and some crackers and bread. And I think they went and sat on a park bench when it was like 30 degrees outside and ate caviar out of a tin and drank vodka. And he said in the States, this would cost you like $100 a spoonful or something, and they're eating it out of the tin. Just rubbing it on bread like it was just butter. All right, 407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. Brandon Kravitz up next with sports.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Our heaviest traffic continues westbound on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. It's a stop-and-go ride eastbound, too, between US 192 and State Road 535. Some delays continue out of Polk County, eastbound on the interstate from US Highway 27 up to 429. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Wawa How You Wanna. At Wawa, they have you covered with delivery, curbside, and order ahead options in the Wawa app. No matter what your day looks like, Wawa How You Wanna. Download the Wawa app today.
Hey, rental property owners, stop doing everything yourself and put the Realty Medics on your team, because there's two things they can do that you can't. One, get real-time information on your properties and get an entire year's worth of rent up front. Yeah, only the Realty Medics offers upfront rent where you get a year's worth paid up front, putting $10,000 to $30,000 in your pocket fast, and they are the only company in Florida to offer upfront rent. But not only that, only the Realty Medics has the property performance dashboard where you can track showings, applications, rent payments, work orders, and more. Just two more reasons why the Realty Medics are the highest rated and most reviewed property management company in Central Florida. And that's on some pretty big platforms too, like Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau with over 1,400 properties. Take just 5 minutes on therealtymedics.com to see how they've made DIY landlording obsolete. And for a limited time, they'll even give you 2 months of management free when you use promo code FREE1041. That's therealtymedics.com, promo code FREE1041.
Science is always cool. Orlando Science Center, OSC.org.
Our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Friday, September 23rd and Saturday, September 24th.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas.
Keep listening to win your way there before you can even buy tickets.
On sale Friday, June 17th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific.
But starting Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, Capital One cardholders can score tickets and other awesome experiences before anyone else for 48 hours only or while supplies last. Visit iHeartRadio.com/Capital One for more pre-sale details. What's in your wallet?
Welcome to Daytona Soccer Fest. The all-in-one soccer, music, cars, and much more 4th of July weekend spectacular. We're building a soccer stadium at Daytona International Speedway, and matches will be played there for the first time in history. Also, full concerts from Raul Alejandro and Chance the Rapper, Toyota Thrill Rides, and the World Freestyle Federation. Daily passes starting at $99. Get your tickets at DaytonaSoccerFest.com. For a limited time, buy one, get one free.
Whether you're a plumber, roofer, electrician, or carpenter, a pro's got to have the right tools. Like Lowe's Pro Business Credit Cards. The cards that have every pro's back, big or small, giving you more flexibility and more credit options. Because at Lowe's, every pro is an MVP to us. Take your business to the next level and apply now. Subject to credit approval. See store at Lowe's.com/credit for details. U.S. only.
I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and this is my client, Raphael.
I had unexpected slip and fall. You were the only guys that were willing to take it. The insurance company offered me a low ball amount. I was able to secure it over 10 times that amount. If you're injured on the go, just call Mo.
Prospective client may not obtain same or similar results.
Coming in at 5'3", it's number one mom. She switched to Xfinity and got the all-new 3-for-1 bundle. Unlimited internet, streaming, and Xfinity Mobile. All for what you could pay wireless companies for just one 5G unlimited line. Boom! Shakalaka! That's why they call her the Master of Moolah, the Sultan of Savings, the Queen of Cash. And now, also with Xfinity Internet, you can get unlimited data, Wi-Fi equipment, and a free Flex 4K streaming box included with a 2-year rate guarantee and no term contract. All for just $30 per month when you add an Xfinity mobile plan at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/3-for-1, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New fast internet 300 megabits per second customers only. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
Having trouble with your AC? Call our friends at Mills Air, 407-277-1159. With 30 years of experience, they can certainly help you out. Carrier factory authorized dealers with up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. Family owned and operated, it's millsair.com.
Are you ready for summer? Wherever summer takes you, make sure you take your favorite radio station with you on your adventures with the free iHeartRadio app. That's right, no matter how far from home you travel, this station, the music you love, and the best podcasts in the world will be right there with you in your pocket.
Summer soundtrack.
Sunscreen, flip-flops, and the free iHeart app. Must-haves for any summer checklist. Download the free iHeartRadio app and discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love this summer.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch. Yeah. We like it when you watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
30 Seconds Funky. If you want to sponsor this, contact Jack. All right, it's Lightning versus the world. The entire hockey community who isn't a fan of Tampa is rooting for Colorado. I'm afraid of this team, not only as they are a fantastic team this year, they have the highest altitude arena ever created. Lightning, bring your oxygen to the Mile High Arena. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win, and we will get a third cup in the Tampa Bay area. Number 1 Bolts. Number 1 B-Heads. Go Bolts. Rockledge Man out.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Do a good job.
He's at work now, and I just mentioned in the last break, I said, we need our hockey report. He's like, I'm putting out fires at work, but he quickly sent that.
That's very cool of him. All right. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here every Monday at this time. We invite our good friend Brandon Kravitz to drop by. He does sports over at 96.9 The Game from 3 until 6 every single day of the week. And he comes over here and talks to us on Mondays. How are you doing, friend?
I'm doing well. What's up, ladies? Or lady and fellers.
Wow, coming in hot with the insult right up top.
I
like it.
I meant to say it the other way around.
It.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You can say ladies and man. I'm right here. Hey, we've come for your daughter, Chuck.
That was a pretty good report for somebody putting out fires at work.
Yeah, not bad.
I do this for a living, and I struggle with that sometimes.
Yeah. Putting fires out or just doing the job?
No, do what he did. That was a very good report. I hope to be as proficient.
Well produced.
Yeah.
Sent through his phone, not bad.
A lot of homerism in that call, I heard,
for sure.
For the Lightning. The Avalanche are not to be trifled with.
No.
It's going to be a great series, really. The Lightning, I mean, it's hard to bet against them. They're here for the 3rd year in a row.
Right.
They've won the last 2, and they've got all the same guys.
Did they go down 0-2 against the Rangers?
They did.
And then
they
came back?
And then they won 4 straight.
Wow.
And the Rangers were red hot. And then when the Avalanche shut down as the series went along, the best offense in hockey is the Oilers from Edmonton. They just shut them down. Sweep.
That's funny that you have to say the 3-time defending NHL championship, Tampa Bay.
It's cool runnings.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just kind of crazy to have the best hockey team in Florida. It's
And
just so
Canada
bizarre.
can't get into the final.
They can't
I can't remember the last time a Canadian team was in the NHL final.
Probably
but
the Oilers back with Gretzky.
But it doesn't matter. I mean, all the players are Canadian. You know,
Yeah, right.
So
Exactly.
it's like,
We know.
It's just
Still covering your bases.
We know all the shortstops will come from the Bronx.
It's just the logo.
All right, 407-916-1041. So let's talk about what's happening out there, man. There's actually a lot of news out there. The LIV Golf thing, or LIV Golf, LIV standing 54 is what that means, by the way. The LIV, people are freaking out about that. It's only 54 holes. Boy, it was a hot topic this weekend. Actually, at the Canadian, the RBC, the Royal Bank Canadian Open, Jay Moynihan, who is the commissioner for the PGA Tour, they broke off like 5 to 7 solid minutes of broadcast time to approach this issue on national television with the people, some of the biggest names in the sport, leaving the PGA Tour to go take this free money, and you could tell he was not happy. Like he was, and you said it perfectly. It was the most human I think any commissioner for any sport has been on national television.
For sure. It wasn't.
This was not
professional. I can't call it unprofessional because he did handle himself well. But I can't remember the last time I saw a commissioner of any sport that we follow that did an interview about anything that is remotely controversial, and he was seething in the interview.
This wasn't like the NFL reacting to the USFL coming in or the XFL coming in and them going, hey, nobody cares. This guy took this as a personal affront, and really, to be honest with you, the way the tour is set up, it should be, because Charles Schwartzel shoots 700 this weekend in a 3-day tournament, wins as much as first, second, third, and fourth, and fifth, I think, in the PGA Tour's payout. So that's the big scare. But how long can that be sustained? I mean, eventually you have to sell some product to create the revenue that pays the players. You can't just take it out of the oil coffers for the rest. That's not a business plan. And then, like he said,
they don't have a business plan.
It's an exhibition. That's exactly what he said. He said these are exhibition matches, the same 40 guys playing against each other every week. It's not true competition. They're not playing for anything except money. That's it.
Yeah, and I totally get his outrage. And
still doesn't mean they don't have a problem, though.
But those are two separate issues, really.
Yeah, they are two separate issues. But his anger comes from the fact that he doesn't have an answer for the other issue. Bet your ass.
They do need to figure out a way to give the players that bring in the most money to the PGA Tour a guaranteed amount. I mean, that just feels pretty obvious. But also, these are independent contractors. This league is not set up in the same way that other leagues that we follow. And I know that stuff can get very confusing, But for the players that go, well, we want guarantees. Okay, the second you start getting guarantees, you know what else you get? You get a set schedule. You're expected to be there, and don't tell me you can't make it. So they also have freedom. With independent contractor comes freedom, a lack of guarantees, but freedom. And they're crying out for they don't get paid enough. The PGA Tour and the equity that they've built up in this country, the credibility, the support, all of the years of everything that they've been able to do in becoming the brand that they are is the reason why these guys who win are able to go out there and sign the sponsorship deals that they are.
Yeah, 100%. But there are only about 10, 15 guys really making the big dollars. Everybody else is just taking, they're making great money. There's no question to be playing golf for a living, but they're not making when you look at just guys who sit on the bench in the NBA, I mean, those guys make every year way more than most of the PGA Tour is going to make. Playing one of the hardest games on planet Earth. But the problem is not everybody likes to watch it like they watch the NBA or NFL or maybe Major League Baseball. It's
start dribbling a basketball if you're upset by it.
It's a smaller audience. And what's crazy about that is Bryson leaves, Patrick Reed leaves, and what I'm seeing really is the players that don't seem to be really well liked on the PGA Tour are leaving for this free money because Bryson DeChambeau is not the most liked guy in the clubhouse. Neither is Patrick Reed, has that cheating thing going on. And all these other players, Taylor Gooch, who cares if Taylor Gooch goes over there and makes $1.5 million for shooting even par?
Yeah. Oh, it's the
who cares? There's a guy shot it. The guy made $125,000 this week shooting 24 over par. Who wants to watch that? Who wants to watch it? There are 9 guys under. I mean, who wants to watch that? Where's the draw?
There isn't for me personally, but this grouping of players that have left the PGA Tour to go compete in this LIV Golf League, it is the who's who of golf heels. I mean, it really is. If you remember 90s wrestling at all, it's the NWO.
It is.
It's the NWO breaking away from WCW. If you're looking for a parallel and have no idea what we're talking about,
that's exactly
what it is. The parallel.
That is the 100%. And the only cool guy in the whole group is Dustin Johnson. He's the only one that really.
He's Hollywood Hulk Hogan, brother.
He's he's the guy. I mean, but all the other ones are just heels, just guys, and nobody likes Sergio Garcia. I mean, just read. Nobody wants to play golf with him. No, he's a big baby. So nobody's going to be mad that he's gone.
I think it will create the positive in this. And they have answers. They definitely have things that they need to answer on the PGA Tour. It's not perfect.
Yeah,
but
because
they're
here's
also.
The thing. I think the big thing is how many great amateurs are going to have to make the decision of grinding it out to make it to that level in the PGA Tour, as opposed to getting instantly rich to go join LIV. And we've already seen it once. This guy James Poyai or Pinot or whatever his name is, #1 amateur. I think he won the US Am last year. He immediately goes straight over there and starts getting paid. Because a lot of these guys are just getting big lumps of money to go play. Again, it's an exhibition match. It's not really a competition. Yeah, you beat the guy, but it doesn't mean anything. So you won the first LIV tournament. Who cares?
Yeah. I mean, if you can go over there under the radar, collect some money, and leave, that's fine, I guess.
Yeah.
But if you have a legacy on the line and you've made multi-millions over the course of your career, I cannot understand. Dustin Johnson has made $75 million throughout his playing career.
His wife is a direct heir to the Wayne Gretzky estate.
Yeah. So don't tell me I need to make this decision for the good of my family.
Like the greatest hockey player of all, your wife is a direct heir to that guy's cash. And you've already made a whole bunch of money. You don't need money. Or maybe you do. Who knows?
There is a level of wealth where you're just greedy.
Yeah.
If you're breaking into golf and you're like, I don't know how long I can do this or how much money I'm going to make, and you want to go cash a check, I guess I can understand, even if I question where your money's coming from. There are gray areas to morals. But for guys like Dustin Johnson, stop. I love this quote. The quote from Jay Monahan from this interview where he just mic dropped. It was amazing. He said, I ask the players on the tour, have you ever had to apologize for being a member of the PGA Tour?
There you go.
That is a quote.
And they walk onto that thing apologizing. And here, I'm telling you, the most anticipated thing in golf for me right now doesn't have to do with one shot being played. I can't wait for the day that Phil Mickelson has to sit for the U.S. Open interviews and Dustin Johnson. And every one of those guys that took off are going to have to go to the press tent at the majors because they're still allowed to play them, because a lot of people don't understand the PGA Tour does not manage the U.S. Open, the British Open, the Masters, or the PGA Championship. Those are 4 separate different entities not run by the PGA Tour, so there's separate rules. So a lot of those guys, like Phil right now, is at the grounds of the U.S. Open practicing. And people are like, well, why can he play there and not play there? It's a different entity altogether.
And I do think that's the beauty in all of this, is that with controversy and division breeds intrigue. And golf doesn't get a lot of this type of action.
It does not.
Golf's been grabbing top headlines for this story, good or bad,
2 weeks
over the last couple weeks, and now they're going into one of their majors where you have both in my parallel, the WCW and NWO meeting there. I mean, this is going to be great theater seeing these guys, especially if you have some of those guys that left on Sunday that are competing with some of the best of Justin Thomases and the Rorys that decided to stand up for PGA.
And I tell you, I think this is going to be the thing. We can move on because I know this bores the piss out of people. I think there are a number of players, your Ricky Fowlers, guys who are not playing great, get a lot of TV time, waiting to see how the crowds react to the players who went to LIV during the U.S. Open. You can bet your ass on one thing. After the U.S. Open, the people who are on the fence about joining the LIV Tour to make all this money are waiting to see the crowd's reaction when they announce guys like Dustin Johnson and DeChambeau and Patrick Reed and Phil Mickelson. And if the crowd still give them that roar, they're gone. Ricky Fowler, you'll probably see 5 more guys in the top 50 haul ass after the Open when they see
Ricky
how the
Fowler should go. He hasn't made a cut in weeks, so he should cash
and he's
in.
been kind of ambiguous about the entire thing, so he's the next guy a lot of people think would fly just to get paid.
Legacy does matter in sports. You get into this stuff for more than money, and I think that they need to remember that.
NBA playoffs. Let's talk about legacies in sports.
Steph Curry's making a pretty good one for himself. 43 points in their last outing. I mean, it feels like he's kind of doing it himself right now for Golden State.
Wait, can I tell you? What do you mean? It looks exactly like that. I talked to you before the show today, and I was like, man, is it just me, or if no Steph Curry, no Golden State Warriors? If this guy's not on the, it just seems like every single bit of offense they have runs through that guy in some way, shape, or form, and I just don't know how sustainable that is, right?
So, and the scoring averages actually back that up. Curry's scoring average through this series is 34.3 points per game. The next 2 highest for the Warriors combined don't reach Steph Curry's number per game.
And that usually that's not usually a recipe for success.
And that's usually not their recipe either.
Right,
Steph Curry's great. He's their best player. He always has been, but they usually get great support from their supporting cast. Klay Thompson's not the same guy ever since he came back from his Achilles injury.
Nope.
Draymond Green got old overnight.
And he's not a scorer. It doesn't matter if he wasn't. I mean, he's not a scorer. That's not his job. He's Dennis Rodman. A little bit better than Rodman, I think.
Well, yeah, and they've got some other role players. Andrew Wiggins, who they grabbed from Minnesota. He's been okay. And then,
but here's the thing: if the Steph double is what gives everybody else an opportunity to score. Like I'm saying, he's involved in every single aspect.
I don't think they've been doubling him enough. I think that's the problem. Is and one, it's hard to double him because he runs around so much. He is the best off-ball player in the NBA.
I've never seen a catch and shooter better than him. I've never seen a better. I've never seen a pure shooter better than him. Larry Bird's the closest thing, and his dad was a great shooter too. But I've just never seen anybody shoot the ball with more confidence and more accuracy than him. It's the silliest thing ever. It is. It looks fake. I watched that second game, or game 3. I watched probably about a quarter and a half of game 3, and I just I don't even it doesn't even look real. It looks like a Disney movie. Where they CGI every guy just taking a shot from the concession stand, and it's just all ice. I mean, this guy's I just don't even to operate at that level is just genuinely unbelievable. That's why you say, how sustainable is that against the best players in the world? And not to mention the Boston Celtics play great defense. It's not like they're lighting up on this guy.
Well, Boston's script has been pretty standard. When they win, they have a really hard time backing it up with solid play.
Right.
When they lose, they win. They are 7-0 in the playoffs after a loss. And so if you're looking for a side to be on tonight, the numbers tell you exactly what to do and take Boston. And that's why at the beginning of the series, I kind of mapped it out jokingly. And it's playing out exactly this way. If Boston wins tonight, they'd be 8-0 after a loss, so they've been really good bouncing back. They've been a really good response team, but they've been really bad at winning the next game. So if they win tonight, then it's 3-2. They go back home, play Golden State, but they play off of a win. They probably lose that game. Then they go back to Golden State for Game 7 off of a loss. In that theory, if it continues to follow, Boston wins this series in 7. The issue that I'm having right now with this finals and the rounds that preceded where we are right now is that there have been no moments that make you go, I have to, for whatever it costs me sleep-wise, stay up until the bitter end of this game. We've not had any game that has been decided by 3 points or less in a month of basketball. And I've watched a lot of basketball over the last month.
I can see it in your eyes.
I went back to look because I'm like, when's the last time a game was just decided by 3? Where it's, if the team down by 3 has the ball, they've got an opportunity to tie with the last second shot or whatever the case is. May 11th was the last time a game was decided by 3 points or less. And we just, every game has been a blowout, and I think it's zapping some of the excitement because you've got two big brands here. Like, I thought that we were going to see, even though TV numbers have changed, I thought this was going to be the exception to the rule. The NBA is huge. The Warriors have this massive brand, the dynasty that they're currently in. You've got Boston, who's one of the biggest brands in the NBA, along with a huge market up in the Northeast,
but not a big star though. Right?
Ratings are flat.
Yeah, Boston doesn't have a big star. Who's the big star on Boston?
I mean, Jason Tatum. I guess Tatum's not bringing it in terms of casual appeal, but I think personally the games themselves have more to do with it.
Really?
Where you see teams that are just kind of running away. Now, the last game is a little bit different. It's a little bit misleading. It was a 10-point game at the end, but with 60 seconds left, it was a 3-point game.
Yeah.
So that one was close, but still, we just haven't seen a lot of those.
Yeah.
Typically, when a team wins over the last couple of rounds, they've been winning by like 15 to 20.
Right,
I think the Boston Celtics, not only are they 7-0 after losses, they also average wins after losses by like 15 to 20 points.
I think I put it in the same category as nobody wants to watch a pitching duel. It's that same kind of thing. I think that if you don't have a star on your team, you could be a great basketball team, and Tatum's a good player, no question, but he doesn't have that star brand name where you want to tune in to see how that player plays. Golden State does. They have one guy. They used to have two. Now they have one.
It's kind of funny when you think about it like that, because nobody of the LeBron haters that are out there, nobody wants to admit this, but don't you kind of miss him a little bit?
Well,
because his star quality brought so many eyes to the dance.
There are a lot of great players, I guess, that could be in there. You would look
I
at
think
it and go,
there's
wow.
two.
Yeah.
I think there's only two guys that really move the needle for a casual fan in the NBA right now. It's Kevin Durant and LeBron James. And LeBron has a sizable lead on Kevin Durant.
Really, even more so than Steph? You think Kevin?
I mean, the finals back that up. I would have thought prior to this, I would have said Steph was in that category. I don't think he is.
That's a hot take.
I think it's the West Coast thing.
Really?
I think on the West Coast, if you're great, unless you play for the Lakers, a lot of people sleep on you nationwide. Now, I mean, for the hardcore basketball fan, none of this stuff matters. Like, I don't care. The Nuggets could be playing the Pacers. I'll be watching it. But for a lot of casual people, it's like, all right.
They want to see a name they hear about.
Jason who?
Yeah. They want to see a name they hear about. They in casual conversation.
For sure.
They want to hear that. All right, let's move on to got a few minutes left here. Let's talk about the Magic's pick. I know that this is one of those things that it's there's basically two players, and we don't really know. The Magic's management has shown us before that we aren't going to know because there's no logic sometimes in seemingly what they're doing.
Yeah.
What's the word out there?
Well, the odds have shifted heavily in the favor of Jabari Smith. So usually Vegas isn't the odds makers. I can't say Vegas because half of the states have legalized gambling now. I have to remember that. But the odds makers typically don't move the line on things like draft picks unless they've received some information. The same thing happened with the Jags before they took Trayvon Walker, number 1 overall. The reason why we all got wind of it is because the odds shifted. Jabari Smith right now is like minus 600. That's ridiculous in terms of they're basically telling you that's the pick. I have not heard that. I think that they're tight-lipped, and maybe it means nothing, but usually it doesn't. Chet Holmgren would be number 2, and then that's really the end of the list. Jabari Smith was in town last week, and he had his workout with the team. I was there. I was on the opposite side of the door, so I didn't get a chance to see it. But I did get a chance to ask a question there in the media scrum and listen to the way that he handled himself. He's a pro's pro. I mean, his dad played in the NBA, so he kind of knows how to handle the
Who's
media.
his dad?
He's Jabari Smith. But
no, his dad's name was Jabari Smith as well?
Yeah, he's Jabari Smith Jr.
Oh, God, I never even knew. I tell you how stupid I am.
He's a pretty random player.
Yeah.
I don't expect.
I did not know that. I swear to God, I had no idea that Jabari Smith.
I only know because somebody told me. I don't remember watching him play.
No clue whatsoever.
But yeah, so he handled himself really well. I think he's kind of in terms of his personality, because that's all I could really stand there and judge.
Yeah,
seems pretty soft spoken. Like he seems like I can't see him being the vocal leader. He doesn't exude this huge star quality about him.
We have those though. I mean, Penny was kind of like that, right? We say Orlando has those guys sometimes.
When you can play, all of a sudden that starts to change, and I think he's the kind of guy that for the team they're building would actually fit pretty well personality-wise. And the coolest part, if I can just give you an interesting nugget from being there, is that half the team was in attendance. I saw Isaac, I saw Cole Anthony, Jalen Suggs.
Watching him play,
Mo Bamba was out there.
Very cool.
Yeah, and that's not typical for these workouts, where you had at least, I mean, I'm telling you with my own eyes who I saw, there could have been more players there. Pretty cool.
Yeah, very good.
It's a lot of support. They're building a great culture within this team.
When is that decision made?
10 days from now.
All right, on. Well, we'll know then.
And hopefully I'll get a chance to talk to Chet Holmgren, the other guy, this week. I just haven't been sent a date yet.
We'll ask you next Monday, I promise. You better
I'll
have it
be out
together,
on
buddy.
vacation,
Yeah,
so
right,
you can talk to an empty chair.
All right, there he is, Brandon Kravitz, 96.9 The Game, every day from 3 until 6. Thanks, buddy. Great job as always.
All right, thanks.
All right, 407-916-1041. Back in a sec with more Jim Colbert Show.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and SecuredRoofingAndRestoration.com. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Mike, and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
Hey everyone, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Monday Central Florida forecast. Another hot and humid day ahead. Afternoon highs will be holding on to the low to mid 90s across the interior, but feels like temperatures nearing that 100-degree mark. Now we are looking at a chance for showers and thunderstorms to arrive a little bit later this evening, so make sure you stay weather aware. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Allison Gargaro.
This report is sponsored by Wawa How You Wanna. At Wawa, they have you covered with delivery, curbside, and order ahead options in the Wawa app. No matter what your day looks like, Wawa How You Wanna. Download the Wawa app today.
And do-it-yourself alarm systems appear to be a solution for home security. Problem is they're cheap and simple. That is the problem. Cheaply made, simple to bypass, so simple that some news organizations recommend the company not even put their sign out. The crooks already know how to get around the system. The do-it-yourself cameras are just as bad. Of course, seeing all that video and photographs are great, but the problem is it's not hooked up to a alarm system. That's right. You're not getting the help you need. Don't be fooled by cheap and simple. Use the experts over at SafeTouch. Every SafeTouch system has that 5 layers of protection, starting with a SafeTouch sign. Crooks know to stay away from the SafeTouch homes. Also, SafeTouch cameras use analytic technology, identifying boundaries in humans and alerting the bad guys they're on camera and being identified. Plus, the homeowner actually gets notified immediately with a direct camera feed. Entry alerts that notify the central station before the bad guys even get in. The two-way communicator gives that verified response, which means the emergency vehicles move to where your house faster than others. It's just good. That's all it is. It's good and it's thorough, and that's why I love these guys and have for many, many years. Just call them today, 888-723-8682. Get that free demonstration of the 5-part system right now at safetouch.com. State license EF233.
Gorgeous gaming, stunning streams, unbelievable bandwidth. It's another Lifestyles of Gagillionaires. Meet the AT&T Fiber customers winning at life with hyper gig speeds. Meet Gagillionaire Terry. While his love of streaming horror movies has him constantly on the edge of his seat, his internet bill won't give him a scare.
Oh, don't go in there. I'm telling you.
Because since Terry upgraded to AT&T Fiber with hyper gig speeds, he doesn't worry about data caps or equipment fees.
Come on, man. The door's open for a reason.
And best yet, he also doesn't stress about a price increase at 12 months, because with the amazing Gagillionaire lifestyle comes an exquisite sense of tranquility. Most of the time. Live like a Gagillionaire. Get straightforward pricing with AT&T Fiber. Internet that upgrades everything. No data caps, no equipment fees, and no price increase at 12 months.
Limited availability in select areas. Visit att.com/hypergig for details.
Hi, I'm Susan, and I'm a school teacher, and my husband is a firefighter. One day, we got the worst call of our lives. Our son was in a serious accident. We heard Glenn Klausman on Real Radio and called him to help. Mr. Klausman genuinely cared about our son and fought multiple insurance companies to get us a great result. We could reach him 24/7 on his cell phone. Mr. Klausman was our guardian angel.
I'm Glenn Klausman. Contact me at klausmanlaw.com. That's KLAUSMAN law.com. Office, Winter Park.
The only way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the only way to get it is at Jersey Mike's. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Upgrade her diamond ring this summer with no money down and 0 interest for 5 years. Yes! You can do it now at International Diamond Center. It's our most aggressive offer ever, not just on engagement rings, but earrings, bracelets, bands, colored gemstone jewelry, all GIA certified diamonds. Buy now and spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest. So that $5,000 diamond bracelet comes out to just $85 a month. One-of-a-kind designer jewelry is also included in this spectacular offer. Now for a limited time at International Diamond Center.
People are driving for hours to shop at IDC right now so they can take advantage of our best offer ever, 5 years, 0 interest financing. It's a fantastic opportunity that makes everything affordable. How about a $6,000 GIA certified diamond for just $100 a month? A $4,000 pair of diamond earrings, just $67 a month. You can even finance a sales tax. Don't miss this. The best way to buy 5 years, 0 interest financing at International Diamond Center.
International Diamond Center, 4 Orlando locations on approved credit.
O'Reilly. Get ready for summer vacation now at O'Reilly Auto Parts with up to a $15 gift card after mail-in rebate when you purchase select Superstar batteries. With the power, performance, and reliability your vehicle demands, Superstar batteries are made to deliver long life and consistent starts. Superstar batteries only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
I think I need a new air conditioner. It's so hot and my old one...
We now have voice recognition. Simply say what you need.
New air conditioner.
Speak clearly and tell me what it is you want.
New air conditioner.
Go ahead, explain your problem.
You're my problem.
I heard you say there's no problem. Well, jolly good, off you go.
No, there's a problem. I need a new air conditioner.
I heard you say no problem with your air conditioner. Don't know why you called to tell us that.
This would never happen with Frank Gay.
But you didn't call Frank Gay.
Wish I had.
I heard you say...
You heard me say I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you need AC replacement, you need it done right. A friendly, helpful team to guide you, and the air in your home cool, clean, and comfortable for years to come. That's the Frank Gay way.
I heard you say you wish you had called Frank Gay. Was that it? Did I get it right this time?
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware. About a third of U.S. adults say they regularly get their news from Facebook. Might as well get it from us. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. We now return to the Jim Colbert Show. Already in progress.
Come on, Jim. Jack can't cook. I mean, he makes peanut butter sandwich. Jack, let Jimmy cook for you. Why don't you make some meals for him, Jimmy? 3 weeks, he's going to be starving. Starving. Come on, man.
Cook for me, Jimmy.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here. What are you looking at?
Nothing.
Okay.
He's so cranky with me today.
I'm not cranky at all with you.
He says crankily.
He says crankily and almost cusses.
Any more than usual, I think he meant to add on.
Yeah, right.
My wife made me work in the yard all weekend long. I found a tick on me.
Oh.
Pulled the tick out. Now that damn thing is swollen. It feels like somebody shot me.
Did you make sure you got the head out?
Yeah.
And Lyme disease is no joke.
Yeah, it doesn't have the ring or anything. We're fine. It just itches. It's a pain in the ass.
That's one way to lose weight.
Yeah, have it sucked out.
Yeah. Just lose blood.
Right, exactly. I think I got it in its infancy. We have to check our dog like every other day now.
Oh, yeah.
All right, 407-916-1041. Have you heard the Lizzo story?
No.
It's actually kind of an interesting story. Because, and again, us working in the media and, we use words and talk about stuff all the time. And some people may find the way that we communicate occasionally to be a bit coarse.
No.
Yeah, maybe, or maybe sometimes not coarse enough, maybe not aggressive enough.
I'll work on it.
And Lizzo has this song called Girls, right?
Right.
Girls.
Yeah, GRRLS, Girls, right? And there's a lyric in the song Girls that fans are asking her to remove. And can I tell you, it was actually even hard to find what they were talking about in the context of the story.
Okay.
This comes to us via the BBC. They're disappointed by the lyrics, given her history of standing up for marginalized communities. Now, if you guys aren't familiar, Lizzo is the larger woman who has embraced her largeness. She's also plays the flute, and I think she won some Grammys a few years back. Everybody, you couldn't go anywhere without hearing a couple of those tunes for a while. Very popular, still very popular.
Now she's got that dance show or whatever.
She does, right? And this song was released on Friday, June 10th. So last Friday, and almost immediately, it received criticism. And it did for one word and one word only. And like we always say on this show, we try to learn a little something new every day, whether it's, me finding something in the news or finding a neat little fact to kind of bring to you guys, or you guys doing the same for us in the audience. It happens all the time. Something is anew on this show every day. But I did not know this, and I have used this word a million times. They want her to change. Did you look it up?
I'm looking at the lyrics right now.
What? You are killing me. You are supposed to let me do that.
Well,
and then spring it on you. That's the whole idea.
All right, spring it on me.
Ew. Did you know?
If we're guessing, I want Deb to guess first.
Yeah, that sounds funny.
I will remove myself from the competition.
Boo.
So she got
count on you.
She got complaints from a specific group of people who suffer from a specific ailment. Right? And everybody knows this ailment. It's been around forever. Yes, 100%. You're looking at me weird. Are you reading something different?
No, I closed it, so I'm not reading
very
any.
Good. I
don't want to hear you complain and whine anymore.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I will read the lyrics of this song, just dropped on Friday. It says, she curses right out of the bat. She goes, B word.
You can say
so. She goes, bitches, hold my bag, girls, hold my bag. Do you see this S? I'm a spaz. I'm about to knock somebody out, girls. Where's my best friend? She's the only one I know that talked me off the deep end.
Spaz?
Yeah. Why do you think that's bad? What group does that offend?
Cerebral palsy.
That's it.
ADD.
Yeah. Cerebral palsy.
I was going to say Parkinson's.
Had you ever in your life knew that people that had cerebral palsy were referred to as spazzes?
Yeah, because it's short. Isn't it short for spastic? Like spastic.
Right.
That's exactly the name of it.
Yeah.
Right. It's.
Give yourself a ding, Jack. Come
Yeah,
on
for
now.
sure.
Give yourself a full-size ding. There you go.
Thank you, Deb.
That's
You're
a 10-inch
welcome.
ding right there.
That's a long ding.
Oh.
And it basically is exactly, it's the name of cerebral palsy is I guess the scientific name of it.
Yeah, please get the buzzer and the ding ready.
Well, I got to even find it now, so I can't even find the stupid
sure
thing.
you can.
I think that deserves a buzzer off rip. Can't find it.
You're right, I can't.
At the story
here
that
we
he's
go.
looking at.
Spastic diplegia? Spastic diplegia?
Yeah,
There
that
you go.
sounded right.
Probably
Yeah,
dysplasia.
I gotta tell you that-
Here's the deal. I have no idea.
How's it spelled?
It's a spastic. Of course, we'll
Right.
get that one down. Diplegia? Diplegia?
Origin?
Diplegia? I want to please you. Double ding, 10-inch ding. Get those secrets out of my hair. Is that any of those? Yeah, very good. Doing weekend-long callbacks, guys. This is what we got today.
Oh, get the secrets out of my hair. That's awesome.
So what's happening is, had you ever, I never drew that. I mean, when you call somebody a spaz, it's just because they're freaking out because they're not getting their way or something or whatever. I've never knew that to be derogatory in the sense where it was making fun of a specific group of people before an effect of a disease or a.
I can't remember using it since I was in school.
Exactly. That was the last time we used it.
At the time, there's a lot of things we said, as derogatory comments that are just not appropriate
But
anymore.
even then, though, even if you would have used that in school, you would have never known, or I would have never known in a million years, it was supposedly speaking about somebody that had cerebral palsy.
Well,
like, who even does that? Who looks at somebody who can't control something and says, "Oh, you spaz"?
Our former president.
Yeah.
I have, yeah.
He did.
Well,
right.
I mean, he did.
He
I'm
did,
sorry.
really, yeah. That's funny.
The hand immediately went up in my mind.
Yeah, I never even recognized that. I don't even know if he meant it that way. You think that guy knows? You think that guy knows that spaz is a derogatory term for cerebral palsy?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, spaz, you're spastic.
Yeah.
Right.
Spastic can be a lot of things, right?
See, I always thought spaz was with a Z, so we good.
Yeah. That's that's how it was. SP and then ampersand Z. Spaz.
That's two different words to me.
Yeah. I would still call you a spaz. I mean, I don't really get the connection between that and cerebral palsy. Of course, I don't.
Well, it's like the other things that we used to say as kids that you don't say now. The
R word for sure. Yeah,
you definitely don't say that.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody, like, that was a scientific term at one point. Like retarded and idiot and imbecile and moron. Those were all scientific terms actually used.
Those were still derogatory terms that were given scientific weight.
Well, no, I don't think so. I think that they were actually. Hold on now. Levels of mental. What's the word I'm looking for? Because you have to say the word retardation. Were leveled in idiot, imbecile, moron. Those were all names for a particular intellect at that point, right?
Just like autistics were called idiot savants.
Right. Yeah. Now it's just savants.
No, I mean exactly. You take out the derogatory categorization.
Guys, like, this is a gigantic story. Like, this is a big thing. Like, everybody's like, hey, we don't want to cancel her because she used the word spaz in a song. She obviously isn't talking about anybody that suffers from cerebral palsy. She's talking about somebody who maybe can't control themselves on a different level of some sort.
Like people with cerebral palsy.
Yeah, but it doesn't. But it's not a direct correlation of that, is it?
I mean, I guess, but
did you know that? Did you know that spaz was used for that?
No, I always thought spaz was just straight up like hyper.
That's what I thought. Just always hyper and just kind of freaking out about everything.
Yeah. I was a spaz.
Like spazzing out. Like, if you're excited to do something and you can't control yourself, chill out. Stop spazzing out. We'll get there soon or whatever. It was never, oh, hey, I'm going to make a derogatory because I think you're acting like somebody who has cerebral palsy.
So the definition is actually to lose physical or emotional control.
There you go.
Oh.
So you could have a fit as a child in a Walmart because you're not getting the toy you want and spaz out.
Like you said, this is a huge story, but in these times, it's a huge, massive story. The biggest story for 4 hours.
Yeah.
And then we're on to the next one.
Yeah. Huh.
That's that shortened attention span.
Some fans have pointed out that the insult used in girls and it has a different connotation in the U.S. where it's often meant to be freaking out or going crazy. And apparently that's not the case over in the U.K., that it's immediately known as a derogatory term for people with cerebral palsy.
Something you got to think about when you're a world-famous rock or rapper or whatever.
Come on, Lizzo. Why aren't you British?
All right, 407-916-1041. Back in a sec.
Bad bitch.
Willing to admit our preoccupation with short-term solutions in exchange for something shiny. Is that a new iPad? Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Southbound travel on 417 still very heavy between Boggy Creek and Landstar Boulevard. Eastbound travel on I-4 stop and go ride still between US 192 and State Road 535, as well as westbound on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. We're still in good shape on the beach line. No reported issues on the turnpike. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Wawa How You Want It. At Wawa, they have you covered with delivery, curbside, and order ahead options in the Wawa app. No matter what your day looks like, Wawa how you wanna. Download the Wawa app today.
Summertime is a great time to add appeal and value to your home with a beautiful new fence from our friends over at Mossy Oak Fence. You know, whether it's to keep that nosy neighbor outside or to keep your puppy and children safely inside, the fence freaks over at Mossy Oak Fence have you covered. Freaks on quality, your satisfaction, and certainly your security. The skilled craftsmen use only the very best materials, and that quality they have is backed up by the best warranty in the business. Just visit mossyoakfences.com, and as always, let the Mossy family protect your family today.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. The one who just thought about checking your phone? How about don't? The car is no place for multitasking, trust me. That text can wait. Those notifications can go unchecked. Did you know that you can be stopped and ticketed in Florida for texting and driving? So put that phone down and focus on driving. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
O'Reilly! Stay cool this summer with AC Pro Refrigerant and O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, get a $15 O'Reilly Auto Parts gift card after mail-in rebate, plus earn double O Rewards points with the purchase of select AC Pro Refrigerant products. Beat the heat before you hit the road with AC Pro Refrigerant at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. A small roof leak can lead to a big problem if not repaired. Call the professionals at Skylight Roofing for all your roofing needs. 407-430-ROOF. Get your free roof inspection, skylightroofing.com. Roof with us.
People constantly ask me, how long is this crazy used car market going to last? And I think we've got 30, 60, 90 days left. But when she drops off, she's going to drop off hot and fast. So if you want to sell your ride, I'd do it now. Go to GiveMeTheVin.com. We're America's best car buyer. We don't beat your CarMax offer. Send you a check for $100. I've never seen a used car market this high. Grab it while you can.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
All smashed up, don't know what to do. Just call Mo so you won't be singing the blues. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO.
Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, sung by a non-attorney spokesperson.
Just how fast is Xfinity Internet? Well, it's beyond gig speed fast, so you feel like you're in the game. It can also connect hundreds of devices at once, which is powerful enough to power hundreds of yous. He's not kidding. No, I'm actually not. Unbeatable internet only from Xfinity. Made to do anything, so you can do anything.
Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi and get a new Xfinity 3-for-1 bundle. Unlimited gig internet risk-free with no term contract and a 2-year rate guarantee. A free streaming box, Wi-Fi equipment included, and add Xfinity Mobile. That's fast internet at home, a free entertainment experience, and the most reliable 5G wireless network nationwide. Go to Xfinity.com/3-for-1, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices. Xfinity Mobile utilizes the network with the most root metrics 5G reliability wins in 2H 2021.
Having trouble with your AC? Call our friends at Mills Air, 407-277-1159. With 30 years of experience, they can certainly help you out. Carrier factory authorized dealers with up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. Family owned and operated, it's millsair.com.
At Global Industrial, we make your business our business. We're problem solvers, budget savers, and deadline beaters. So, no matter what you want or where you need it, we have it in stock and ready to ship from our national distribution network. Global Industrial Network supplies businesses and industries in Florida with every product they need to keep their facilities running smoothly and efficiently. Visit globalindustrial.com/Florida to set up a meeting with your local rep today. Global Industrial, we can supply that.
Introducing the Amscott Installment Cash Advance. From $100 to $1,000 with no credit checks and flexible payment options. That's more money and more time to pay it back. Amscott. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
At Jersey Mike's, we take great satisfaction in getting that perfect meat slice. Yes. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh. Because slice to order makes a sub above.
Florida residents get it for only $16.50 till the end of June at Gatorland.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now number 1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Facebook.
Just by the lyrics that you read, the song sucks anyway.
Now grab your inhaler.
I play the street life. I can go.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Said a small stroke, no biggie. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
So is Jack. Greetings. And Ross as well.
Happy that, maskless Darth Vader listens to our show.
Yeah.
You hear that guy?
Yeah.
I'm worried for that man's health.
He's fine.
All right.
He's fine. Sounds like a picture of health, actually.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, 407-916-1041. We hear about these crazy studies all the time, people getting money to do ridiculous stuff. I don't know if you guys have heard about the latest one. This is out of Orlando here. A company is offering $2,000. Have you heard the story before we get started? Jack, have you heard it?
I have not.
Ross, have you heard it?
No.
Okay. Have you?
No.
Okay. Deb, no? A company here in Orlando is offering $2,000 if you do this to your house. And I will say, it's not anything to do with your house. It's something that goes inside your house. They're paying you $2,000 to put something inside your house.
Low flow shower head.
Low flow shower head is a great guess. Not even close.
Cameras.
No.
Oh, good one.
And they're studying the effectiveness of the product that they're trying to test. And they need you to put these in your house.
Uranium pellets.
No, that's so good, though. They want to find out if their process works to help out with this.
Ventilating fans above your microwave.
No, just find out like what, airflow or
yeah.
No, it's not that.
Something with diapers?
No, not something with diapers. Let's just say I would hate this. And by hate, I think they could probably quadruple this money and I would still say no.
Would I also say no to this?
I think everybody in these rooms would have a very difficult time saying yes to this $2,000 offer. I think you would have to be, I'm not going to say in desperate times.
They'd record everything.
No.
Is this so this isn't like that little mini robot butler that they want to roam your home and record everything,
No.
for quality assurance.
This is going to be uncomfortable.
Ultraviolet lights.
No. And not uncomfortable to you. Well, it is going to be uncomfortable to you personally. Let's just say the presence of this is going to make everybody uncomfortable. Matter of fact, it's going to make nobody want to come over to your house until this is done. $2,000 if they can put these in your house.
Skunk.
Security system?
They're going to put 100 of them in there.
100.
They're going to put 100 of something in your house.
Cockroaches.
Cockroaches is the answer.
Really?
What?
A company is offering $2,000 to unleash 100 cockroaches into your home.
Oh, that's to see if their pest control is...
A pest control company is offering $2,000 to families to allow them to unleash 100 cockroaches, and I mean the nastiest, blackest. These aren't the hissing ones that they have on the, like, Jackass or whatever. These are good old Florida.
Palmetto bugs.
You ain't cleaning your kitchen enough cockroaches. The Pest Informer is conducting a study to try to help them to find the newest ways to get rid of cockroaches. And this is where you come in. They're willing to pay families big money.
They're going to pay the cockroaches too.
To come in there. They're looking for 5 to 7 household owners for the experiment. It's going to last
1 month,
2 weeks.
30 days. He nailed it. 30 days. You have to live in your house with 100 cockroaches.
And those aren't your relatives.
The only thing is you have to own the home or have written approval from the owner.
All right, that last one is me.
Oh, can you imagine the landlord that comes over?
This is crazy when you talk about regulations in the U.S. Got to be 21 years old to do this, guys. You got to be 21 to let cockroaches live in your house.
Well, at 18, you already got them.
In your car.
Yeah, you're just doing that for free, you loser.
Got to be located here in the continental U.S., and you must not try to add any additional cockroach treatments during the duration of the study. So I don't care how bad it gets. If they're crawling all over you while you're trying to watch TV, you can't do anything. You can't rate them. You can't do any of that.
There's some
Matter
guy
of fact, let's put this on the Twitter poll, Jack.
Yeah.
How many people would do this? Now let me ask, would you do it, Ross? It's $2,000.
Yeah, I'm considering it.
You would do that for $2,000. You would let 100 cockroaches live in your house.
I didn't say I was going to do it. I'm just considering it. I'm thinking about all the pros, the cons.
Do you think that people, do you think there's a line of people to do this? Like, this is such a, I'll tell you, my cockroach problem is bad. Okay, so we've talked about it. I do not like cockroaches.
No, but in Florida, I mean, up north, it's definitely a sign that someone isn't cleaning their house. But here in Florida, I mean, it's Florida, man.
I know, but I mean, but I'm telling you straight up.
You have cockroaches?
No. If it was 10 cockroaches, I would not do it.
Because they breed quickly.
Yeah. If it was 10 of them, I wouldn't do it.
What's the number of cockroaches? Is it 100?
100.
Okay. Would you put
100 cockroaches in your house? And you don't think about it. If you got a big old house, maybe that's not a bad deal. Because, 100 cockroaches are going to find some spots. You can find somewhere to live for 30 days. But if you live in a smaller house and you put 100 cockroaches in there, I got news for you. You're going to see them a lot. They're going to be around.
And you have to worry about your animals eating them?
But is the company who's paying them also doing the pest control?
So what they're doing is, yes, they're doing the pest control. That's why you can't use any of your own pest control services or products while they're doing theirs, because they're trying to find out if theirs works.
Sure.
I feel like there's an easier way to find out if your pest control stuff works.
See, I disagree. I think, look, if you believe in this product, they probably already know it works pretty well. And this whole thing could be just a publicity stunt, which would be really smart. And you think about what it's going to cost them, 5 to 7 homes, going to cost them $10,000 to $14,000 to get a whole lot of coverage. And what if it works well? What if the 5 people come out and say, look, man, they put these 100 cockroaches in my house, but because of their system, I never saw them one time.
Posted at Jim Colbert Show on Twitter.
That's right.
I think I'm a yes.
It says, at the end of the study, if the cockroach infestation hasn't been eliminated, they will use traditional cockroach treatments to get it gone, and it will be out of you won't have to pay for it. It said all these treatments that they're using will be family and pet safe. So they are going to give you the system. They're going to put the roaches in there, and I guess probably see how often you see them after 30 days.
That's my big question, though, is that, they're all about you have to be this age, but have they said anything about families with pets?
Yeah, they just said it's pet friendly. It said that the product that they're going to put in there to kill the roaches is not going to kill your dog or cat. That's all they're saying. And if they can't get rid of them, they will use normal baits or whatever to kill them, and they will pay for that as well.
Yeah, sign me up. I'm not even going to tell my fiance. Just going to go for it.
Look, Deb, look up and see how often cockroaches lay eggs and how fast they can reproduce. Just to give you an idea of what they could look like if their thing doesn't work right.
And and the whole goal is that it's not there after 30 days.
Yeah, they want them gone by 30 days. They want obviously you're measuring how often. I'm guessing you have a journal and you probably keep track of how often you see them or take photographs or whatever, and then just kind of report as you go on. I'm guessing they're not just going to release them there. You go to your recliner and get your $2,000. I'm sure you're going to have to give them some information.
You got to write it down in your journal, like ratings and
your roach journal.
Radio 90s.
What'd you find?
Let's see.
I know.
Like a week after mating, they're already dragging around this egg sac that has between 6 and 14 egg capsules during their lifetime. Each capsule has about 16 eggs. So each female cockroach lays about 128 eggs.
Holy moly, and there's 100 of them in there.
There's American cockroaches, German cockroaches.
Oh, yeah. These are good old American cockroaches, the ones I run from like a girl.
I'm wondering if
I spaz out.
If it's a sterilization treatment.
Yeah, I don't know.
So they prevent them from being able to reproduce, and I don't know what's the lifespan of a cockroach.
Yeah, I don't either. It's what I think it's like a couple years. Like most insects are a couple years.
I don't believe so.
No? You think it's shorter?
Oh, that's why you got to get a cat.
To eat the roaches?
Oh, yeah, they love those things.
Do they really?
It's a game to them.
Well, it is a game, but I don't let them eat them.
Oh, I try and catch it if I can.
Yeah, they know that. I think they kill everything. I don't know if they eat it. I just look at
They play with it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's
Like
great
an
for
orca.
that. Yeah, it's great for that prey drive.
Yeah.
Something for them to chase.
You guys aren't going to do this? You guys,
no, there's no way you do it, right? For $2,000?
Yeah, no.
What's the number?
10.
10? Not for me. It would have to be, guys, I'm telling you, I don't think you understand my dislike for cockroaches. It is genuinely one of the only things I'm legitimately, and I'm not scared of them per se.
Well, I mean, let's not act. You are terrified of
I'm
them.
not scared of them. Like, I don't think they're going to hurt me by any means. I just hate them. My grandmother's house was an old wooden house. It was on blocks, and we had our roach issues, and it is a permanent memory in my head. And we weren't dirty people. My grandmother's not a dirty person, but you just live in those old places. There's water around all the time. It was not, man.
Yeah.
I can't, if I see one, I lose my mind.
Yeah,
I hate them.
It makes sense.
I hate them.
So wait, in your household, you see a cockroach, do you call your wife?
No. I take care of it, and I get it out of there because I need to know it's gone. And I can't have her having that on me either.
But then there's just this massive 12 gauge into the ground.
Yeah, there's no way my wife is going to have video of me running like a girl from a cockroach, and she could.
It's a clever marketing campaign.
Just out of curiosity, how many people do you think that are on that answer our poll today will say yes
for 2,000?
Yeah, for 2,000 bucks. I don't think it's going to be many at all.
Oh, I say more than half.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody texted us and said their buddy Reed has been doing this experiment for the last 20 years for free. A lot of people saying, I've already got 5,000 roaches. Why do I need 100 more?
But frankly, you'd have to pay me $2,000 to give you 100.
Oh, it's starting out pretty strong in the other direction.
Yeah, I think
94% say no.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I think it's going to be under 10%. You don't understand, man. $2,000 is not enough money for people to live with cockroaches for a month.
Someone said American cockroaches live about 30 months.
So, yeah, over 2 years.
Damn.
Over 2 years. I'm telling you, man. But here's the good thing. It says they're going to wipe them out. So if they give you $2,000, they release the cockroaches, and their system is safe and effective, theoretically, you shouldn't have to deal with them very long. Unless it's like you're saying, it's like a reproduction organ thing, and they just kind of slowly leave because there's no food.
Yeah, what's the website?
Yeah, I don't think you want to be a part of it.
You don't think look at my car. Look at that car.
That's a cockroach experiment right there.
Speaking about that,
the company it says you can apply thepestinfarmer.com.
Done.
And it says thepestinfarmer.com. Get paid to live with cockroaches. There you go. God almighty. Good luck, everybody. Enjoy your money.
I already have too many roommates. What hurts if it's 100 more?
All right, 407-916-1041. Back in a sec.
Orlando City is on the road to face New England Revolution this Wednesday. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. on our sister station, FM 96.9 The Game.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Southbound travel on 429 is solid right now between Sinclair Road and I-4. I-4 is still very heavy eastbound between US 192 and State Road 535. It's still a solid ride westbound as well between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. And delays continue south on 417 between Boggy Creek Road and Landstar Boulevard. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Wawa How You Wanna. At Wawa, they have you covered with delivery, curbside, and order ahead options in the Wawa app. No matter what your day looks like, Wawa How You Wanna. Download the Wawa app today.
No surprise here, but as a rental property owner, you can and do a lot of things yourself. Well, take a load off because there are two things you can't do unless you hire the Realty Medics. Get real-time information on your properties and get an entire year's worth of rent up front. Yeah, only the Realty Medics offers upfront rent. You can get a year's worth paid upfront, putting $10,000 to $30,000 in your pocket fast. And only the Realty Medics has the property performance dashboard where you can track showings and applications inspections, rent payments, work orders. Even better, you can track your rental investment performance just like you would a stock. Just 2 more reasons why the Realty Medics are the highest rated and most reviewed property management company in all of Central Florida. And take just 5 minutes on the realtymedics.com to see how they've made DIY landlording obsolete. And for a limited time, they'll even give you 2 months of management free when you use promo code FREE1041. Again, that's the realtymedics.com, promo code FREE1041.
This hour of talk is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
Coming in at 5 foot 3 inches, it's number 1 mom. She switched to Xfinity and got the all-new 3-for-1 bundle. Unlimited internet, streaming, and Xfinity Mobile. All for what you could pay wireless companies for just one 5G unlimited line. Boom! Shakalaka! That's why they call her the Master of Moolah, the Sultan of Savings, the Queen of Cash. And now, also with Xfinity Internet, you can get unlimited data, Wi-Fi equipment, and a free Flex 4K streaming box included with a 2-year rate guarantee and no term contract. All for just $30 per month when you add an Xfinity mobile plan at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/3-for-1, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New fast internet 300 megabits per second customers only. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
Whether you're a plumber, roofer, electrician, or carpenter, a pro's got to have the right tools. Like Lowe's Pro Business Credit Cards. The cards that have every pro's back, big or small, giving you more flexibility and more credit options. Because at Lowe's, every pro is an MVP to us. Take your business to the next level and apply now. Subject to credit approval. See store at Lowe's.com/credit for details. U.S. only.
It's official. Tijuana Flats now has carnitas. Try our new Queso Blanco Carnitas Chimichanga, Spicy Habanero Carnitas Burrito, and Chipotle Barbecue Pork Tacos. Order now at TijuanaFlats.com.
At International Diamond Center, you can get that Rolex watch you've always dreamed of and spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest. That's right. Now, for a limited time, IDC's incredible 5-year 0 interest plan is available on over 800 luxury pre-owned Rolex watches. Luxury timepieces have never been so affordable. IDC's buyers have scoured the country, buying up only the best of the best pre-owned Rolexes, the ones you can't find anywhere else. Daytonas, Batmans, Pepsis, Datejusts, Submariners, each one carefully inspected and in pristine condition. If you've been trying to find a Rolex, you know what a challenge it is. But IDC has the model you want in stock now at a very competitive price. And now through June 30th, you can pick out the Rolex you've always wanted. We'll make it more affordable than ever with special 5-year 0 interest financing. Hurry in for the best selection. We've got hundreds of Rolex watches for both men and women. Don't miss this opportunity to get the Rolex you deserve. Only at International Diamond Center. On approved credit, some restrictions apply. See store for details or shopidc.com.
Roof now, pay later. Tadlock Roofing offers the best financing in the industry. Get started at tadlockroofing.com.
One name in roofing stands on top. Tadlock.
Tadlockroofing.com.
I've never seen a used car market this high. But when she drops off, she's going to drop off hot and fast. So if you want to sell your ride, I'd do it now. Grab it while you can.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVIN.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Save time and money with the vinyl fence in a box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need to easily install it yourself with 0 down and 0% financing. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more information and store locations. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. The one who just thought about checking your phone. How about don't? The car is no place for multitasking. Trust me, that text can wait. Those notifications can go unchecked until you get where you're going. Did you know that you can now be stopped and ticketed in Florida for texting and driving? So put that phone down and focus on driving. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Are you ready for summer? Wherever summer takes you, make sure you take your favorite radio station with you on your adventures with the free iHeartRadio app. That's right, no matter how far from home you travel, this station, the music you love, and the best podcasts in the world will be right there with you in your pocket.
Summer soundtrack.
Sunscreen, flip-flops, and the free iHeart app. Must-haves for any summer checklist. Download the free iHeart Radio app and discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love this summer.
Divorce? Call Trinley and Kramer. TK Law. OneFirmForLife.com.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. You can always text us at 77031. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
And so is Jack.
Greetings.
Ross is as well.
Let's talk about
We'll
it.
have, let's don't.
Let's talk about it.
We'll have a trivia here in about 20 minutes or so, top of the hour. We'll do some thoughts, and then also in the 6 o'clock hour, Ray Trinley will join us from TK Law. If you want to be part of our Twitter poll, you can do that. Just join us at Twitter at Jim Colbert Show. We do have it up right now. That cockroach question is the one we have up. Company offering $2,000 to let 100 cockroaches live in your house for 30 days as they test their pest system. And good luck with that. God Almighty, you can have the money.
No, thank you.
I'm just a little curious as what their pest system is. Is it something that tries to make them, sterile?
Yeah.
Is it try to kill them?
I mean, there's so many good bait systems out there right now for roaches. I mean, they really are. The technology there is ridiculous. We live out in an area where we should see them quite often, with the woods and the water. It's just, it's that area. I can't even tell you the last time I've seen a roach in my house because we have that bait system outside. It kills it. They do a good job, So I don't know what the new technology is, but apparently they're willing to pay you some money to find out if it works.
I would try to negotiate, though.
Oh, really?
Negotiate up.
Yeah, I would try to get a little bit more. They would say no, and I would still say yes. 2 G's? It's a lot of McNuggets, man.
Trust me, they're going to find somebody at 2,000. There's going to be no question they'll find. Look, they'll have to choose the candidate. There's no question. My name would never be on that list. And I don't know that there's a bug they could do that with. I'd be safe with. Spiders are a little different for me. Spiders don't freak me out as much.
They're doing the Lord's work. They're eating other bugs.
Right.
Yeah.
If they put 100, what could they put 100 in your house where you would do that?
Snakes.
Ladybugs.
Yeah, that's, again, they're not going to, nobody's freaking out over ladybugs.
That's okay.
Yeah. It's just going to be majestic.
Fruit flies.
Those lizards.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Little anoles? Anoles is little lizards here in Florida?
You said anal.
Yeah.
I think it made it worse because you said little.
Yeah, it's really. What's wrong with your house? I don't know. We got these little anals everywhere.
Why does it smell so bad? Same reason. Same answer.
I don't know if I'd want flies are just as bad. Flies are just annoying.
Oh God, no.
They're not dirty. They're not like that.
Yeah.
But they are just so annoying.
I think I'd rather have 100 cockroaches. Ready for this take? I'll have 100 cockroaches before I have 100 dogs. That would be a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
It's almost not even worth that. Yeah, of course. 100 dogs is a lot of dogs.
Okay.
Yeah, but people love dogs.
They do love dogs, but not 100 of them.
100 cockroaches or one snake.
I'll take the snake.
I'll take the snake.
Is the snake in a cage?
You don't know.
No, the snake's not in a cage. The roaches aren't in a cage.
See, the thing is, you don't know where that snake is.
Oh yeah, you want to? You could have a black racer in your house and be just fine.
Oh yeah.
You didn't say black racer.
I did not.
What kind of snake are you talking about? You can't have
Could be
a
a
poisonous snake in there.
rattler or
King cobra.
Yeah.
It's a small 12-footer, like a death baseball bat.
100 cockroaches, no problemo.
How about a possum or 100 cockroaches?
Oh, a possum in my house? Yeah, I take the possum.
Yeah,
I hate possums too.
I know, that's why I said it.
I hate
They're freaky looking, but they don't do much.
They don't do anything.
No.
I'd be fine there. They just find a corner. They stink.
How about a raccoon?
No, that's a death sentence for me every day, guy. I hate raccoons.
You hate everything.
No, I don't hate everything.
Kind of sounds
I just
like
said
it.
I didn't mind spiders. You can give me credit for that. I got no ding.
Mosquitoes?
Well, don't look at me. I'm not the one with the ding,
You're listening
okay?
to the Jim Colbert Show.
And that's what he does with his ding.
Thanks, Dan. I need to be reminded occasionally. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. I don't know if you've ever been drinking around Central Florida, but there's a very popular place. It's closing. And I do have a weird question. Not a weird question. I just don't know.
Cockroach problem?
No, it's not.
I've been there, and I have raged.
What, the Knights Pub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Knights Pub, which is a legendary, by the way, if you don't live in the area here for our UCF fans, it is a legendary watering hole out by UCF.
Yeah.
They have announced that it will be closing. They announced Saturday it's closing for good.
What's the dealio?
It's final days, although it didn't specify the official last day. And here's the crazy thing. It's been open since 2013. And it's a college bar, so they come and go all the time. And as I kind of wrote this story down, I think I may have answered my own question. Because the owners put out this statement: although it's not our choice to close, we are happy to see the continued development of the areas surrounding UCF. This is what makes our community so great. That's what they said. That's what the pub put up. So why would they be closing and it not be their choice?
Well, it sounds like their building is being sold.
Yeah, maybe their lease is up or their building is gone or whatever.
Yeah, and they're going to knock it down and build something new.
But if you have a name, like if you have an established name and kids love going to your place and drinking beer, why wouldn't you just reopen?
I remember that their license got suspended.
They did, and I remember they also got into trouble, if I remember correctly, during the lockdowns during the pandemic.
Was it them for sure though out there?
No,
Because
I'm remembering.
I know somebody out there got busted for that, for violating that whole thing, but I'm not 100% sure it was them. Because there's a number of places out there. One place called the Library that was a real popular spot for a while.
Yeah, I raged there too.
Yeah. But it's just kind of weird.
Did you go to UCF?
Right.
No,
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, wait, you raged where?
I just had a rage tour apparently, and he stopped at these two places.
I was just in my early 20s.
You know what? I went to UCF. I'm wearing a UCF shirt right now. Graduated there. Never been to the Knights Pub.
Well, you're not a bar guy.
I think one time maybe.
I don't see you as a bar guy.
No, when I went back to UCF, I was already 30, so I was I was working. I was married and working.
Yeah, everybody thought you were a narc.
Wow, yeah, I didn't realize that you're a UCF grad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Communications.
Yep, graduated with Dante Culpepper.
Okay, cool.
Helped him pass.
Never saw him, but actually I met him here once. But I graduated in '99.
Oh God, the nicest guy you ever met. What Dante was like.
Oh yeah.
Dante. You know, the one thing about Dante, when I remember meeting him the first time, I was like, I don't know if this guy's mentally prepared for the NFL. He just did. He seemed like a big kid, like he needed somebody to really guide him through the entire thing.
I still have
God, he was so nice.
Something that they put out in the Sentinel with his name on it, and I had him sign it, and I was like, we'll tuck this away in case we one day need it.
Right, yeah, in case he gets big. He actually had a pretty good career. It's kind of weird. He never seemed to get his footing, and really, it was kind of almost like a Jameis Winston kind of thing.
Kind of fell apart in Minnesota, and that was really his best shot. Then he traveled. He was with the Raiders, with Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a journeyman's career for sure. All right, 407-916-1041. And then this is another story that we put up on our website about and I don't know if Jack, he probably knows, but in Tennessee, they're warning people about picking something up off the ground.
Roadkill.
No.
Gum.
No, it says a sheriff in Tennessee has issued a public safety warning about picking these off the ground. Here's the thing. If you saw this on the ground, you would definitely pick it up.
Money
is the answer. It says that on social media, don't pick up folded $1 bills. So whatever you do, don't pay. If you see a folded $1 bill, a neatly folded $1 bill, do not pick it up. What do you think?
It might be a religious advertisement.
No, but by the way, those work because I used to print them.
Fentanyl?
Fentanyl. That's it.
Because there could be so many grams of fentanyl on that one neatly folded up $1 bill that it would be enough to kill you or maybe a child in your home.
And apparently that's how they were kind of moving it from customer to customers. They would make this little dollar pockets or whatever, or fold it up, and they would put it in there and then, move it on. But if they dropped one and you found it, you could pick it up, and just that residue of that fentanyl could get on you and blow you out.
Cause you to overdose.
It says even a small, very small amount of fentanyl, far smaller than the size of a penny, which is the size that this was showing in here, is enough to kill anybody. And then it said a picture of the $1 bill folded up with the penny-sized little disc of fentanyl in the middle of it. Meth or fentanyl is what they're saying.
Damn.
That's tough, man.
That is, because if I see a dollar, I'm probably not even going to think twice. I'm just going to pick it up, and by then it's too late.
Well, the good thing is you pick it up and palm it because you don't want the security cameras to see. So what you really got to do is you step on it, then you act like you're tying your shoe.
Yeah.
Then you pick it up. then you look around.
You guys are willing to pick up $1 that could kill you, but I'm the crazy guy for $2,000 and 100 cockroaches.
We didn't know that the dollar bill was going to kill you, buddy. No, nobody had idea there was a dollar bill assassin in Tennessee.
I just know.
Loading dollars up with fentanyl and letting them rip.
Cockroaches can't kill you.
Got a few texts with a little more info on the Knights Pub, saying the reason they're closing because they're building an apartment complex on that corner where the pub is. The Subway that was next door had already closed. Another person, UCF grad, said they learned not to specify the last day because then kids trash the place, like Jimmy did to the old real radio studios.
Oh, yeah. Long-time listener.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah.
You trashed the old studio?
Oh, yeah, that catfish did it. When we left the old building and moved into this building, because we were purchased by iHeartRadio, which was known as Clear Channel at the time. We were working for a company called Paxson Broadcasting, and we were in another building on the other side of town off Lee Road. So when they purchased us, they moved us into this building. But before we left the old building, we made this into a narrative on the show that we were going to trash the studio. Well, the great thing about radio is you open up the microphones and you just start hammering something. And we had a bunch of plastic. So I just started throwing carts, which looked like 8-track tapes, into a trash can. And it sounded like the world was ending, and it sounded like we were destroying everything. I think 4 things actually got broken, and they were all meant to be broken.
The days before cameras.
The days before cameras.
Yeah.
When you could create an image out of nothing. But yeah, that's what it was.
You guys never had a bar that was like, you just knew that it was going to be a rager?
Oh, we had one for years. It's called Cricketer Arms.
Oh, yeah.
Cricketer's Arms out on Sand Lake Road, in that area there, in the old, what is it called? The old...
Crossroads?
No.
Oh, no.
The
Okay.
shopping
Mercado.
center, Mercado Shopping Village, which is now... like
Icon Park.
Yeah, Icon Park, exactly. Where Tapaturo and the wheel and all that stuff. There was a bar back in there that looked like an old English pub, and we would destroy that thing on Friday and Saturday nights for probably 5 or 6, 7 years.
Then they picked it up and moved it down the block to Festival Bay.
Right.
But it didn't quite take.
Did not have the vibe. There are a number of places here in town that, Wally's is one of those places that's just kind of built to go in there and just do crazy stuff.
Yeah, things are about to get weird.
Yeah.
Down by UCF, so you had the library, you had Knights Pub. Both had a lot of fun in those. Too much fun.
Yeah.
The most degenerate I've ever been was at an Applebee's.
An Applebee's?
Yeah, man, that Applebee's down by UCF.
Oh, that 2-for-1 to light you up, dog.
Yeah, man, they had nickel beers for like a couple months.
Nickel shots.
Yeah. Calico Jack's when we had quarter beer night on Tuesdays. That was always one where you kind of...
Where were you? Altamont?
No, I ran the one in Melbourne.
Did you?
Yeah.
The one in Altamont was a complete madhouse on Tuesday nights during quarter beer. You had to wait for people to leave to get in. That's how packed it was.
Like, it was always really weird for me, too, to get, like, absolutely hammered and then order, like, a Southwestern Chipotle wrap. This is really odd.
God, there were so many places like that in Orlando for a while in the 80s. I mean, Church Street, when Church Street was alive, you'd go down there to Phineas Fogg's or go down there. What was the other place down there, Jack? The arcade?
The Cheyenne Saloon?
Yeah, Cheyenne. And just get...
You know what I learned recently about Church Street?
Just thrown through a window like a Burt Reynolds movie.
Yeah. Hashtag Barkley. That Church Street was like absolutely killing it. They had the dinner theater, I believe. They had like a dinner and show and stuff, and it was essentially just soaked up by downtown Disney.
Well, that's exactly what killed it.
Or Pleasure Island, I mean.
Pleasure Island's what killed it. That was the entertainment mecca of Orlando, was Church Street Station. For people now, it's just a bunch of empty. Well, I mean, it's not, because they have the Harry Buffaloes is down there, and there are a number of other businesses that have done okay down there. But man, when Cheyenne was open and it was Phineas Fogg's, and it was like maybe the mid to late 80s going into the early 90s. I mean, that place was a complete zoo. You could barely walk down that street on a normal Friday night, in the middle of it. That's how packed it would be. Not the sidewalk, the dead center of the street, and it would be so crowded you could barely move. That was a normal Friday or Saturday night.
Yeah, then they were like, oh, man, there's a market for this. Some of our tourists are even coming down here.
And when they built Pleasure Island, it really, it was a, and then, of course, the Universal thing didn't help either. Actually, I think that's what that was the nail in the coffin, was the Universal property.
City Walk.
Yeah, City Walk, because it was so much closer. Than in driving to Disney, some people would still not go down there because they didn't want to drive back, but Universal wasn't that bad, so people just started going there and getting loose.
Man, I had a lot of fun nights over at City Walk, too. I'm over here reminiscing about thoughts that I don't remember.
You might have a problem.
No. It's just, yeah, I do.
What is is Wally's? I mean, it's not there anymore. Wally's would be the ultimate dive bar in Orlando? Probably Will's now, right? I mean, and I don't mean that, but dive bar is not derogatory for the record.
It's a neighborhood haunt.
A lot of people believe that it's not.
Yeah, it's like a bar without windows.
Yeah. It's a dive bar.
Tom and Jerry's.
Tom and Jerry's used to be that.
Yeah.
But then they renovated Tom and Jerry's, and then they lost it to the construction over there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think probably Will's Pub. If you had to nail one place in Orlando it is Orlando's known dive bar or place like that, it would be Will's.
Still going strong.
Still doing shows.
Yep. Sponsoring Sunday morning coming down.
Yeah, that's right. Are they really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. And then, of course, Wally's for a while was that.
Right.
And then now it's not. It's been gentrified. I mean, still a good place, but it's not like
it's
it
not
used
the
to be.
same. It's not that neighborhood dive bar.
Yeah, you can't walk in there and get cancer in 20 minutes like you used to.
Oh, man, the good old days.
The good old days when you could literally pass through that place and get stage 2 lung cancer.
Oh, I used tendon bar coming home. You'd
have to wring the nicotine out of your shirts.
It was so nasty.
I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I've been in that bar when it was so bad that you had to wash the clothes twice. It was like having them out by a campfire. Somebody's smoking there.
Ew.
I used to smoke cigarettes. I never enjoyed smoking cigarettes inside.
Yeah, no.
It was never enjoyable to me.
I don't like that either. The one thing I do miss is my wife does not want me to smoke cigars in my truck. And she's right.
But it's your truck.
But I'm mad. I know, but I have cloth seats. It just gets in that and it just stinks it all up.
Smoke them in her car instead.
Oh, God, yeah.
That one's electric. It can't catch on fire.
407-916-1041. All right, load them up for trivia. We'll do that next.
Send a message.
We're in it for the likes. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
This is Chris Broussard. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Staples Stores.
If there was a second NBA Mount Rushmore, would Steph Curry make the cut? His influence and imprint on the game of basketball are unmatched. He's got the records, awards, the best shooter we've ever seen. And he's the only unanimous MVP ever. Larry Bird, Bill Russell, Kobe, they're near locks for a second Mount Rushmore. And with a fourth title, I think Steph would be too. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Staples has school supplies at prices that won't hold you back. This week, comp books and polyfolders are just 50 cents each, and Staples one-subject notebooks are only 35 cents. In-store only, offer ends 6/18, limit 30. Don't send your kids back to school, send them forward at Staples.
Inflation running high. Who knows when it's going to level out? That's why you need to buy your windows and doors right now at FAS Windows and Doors and lock in your price. They're the largest window and door showroom in all Central Florida. 38 unique windows on display ready for you to operate, and they're built with impact-resistant glass for security, noise reduction, and maximum efficiency. Plus, they have a full selection of hurricane windows and doors as well. And as always, at FAS, estimates completely free, and their estimates always give you a really good list of options as well. All products have a lifetime warranty, and if you act right now, how about rebates of $55 per window and $95 per door? You're going to love this showroom, Fairbanks and I-4. It's FAS Windows and Doors. Hop online today and book your appointment. It's FASWD.com.
My husband keeps asking to get an old van we could renovate and live in.
#van life.
But I'm perfectly happy with my Pacifica. It has available screens mounted in seat backs for the kiddos.
I want to build storage compartments everywhere.
Right. It's called Stow and Go seating. Available in the Pacifica, you can fold the seats into the floor or just have perfectly designed hidden storage compartments.
Hey, I'm a van life dreamer.
And I live in the real world. The Chrysler Pacifica. It's the van life for real life.
Second row Stow and Go, not available in Pinnacle or hybrid models.
If you've been involved in a car accident, call me, Glenn Levine, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 and take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando.
Having trouble with your AC? Call our friends at Mills Air, 407-277-1159. With 30 years of experience, they can certainly help you out. Carrier factory authorized dealers with up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. Family owned and operated, it's millsair.com.
Hey, Mike, what are you doing way up on that ladder? You're going to hurt yourself.
Oh, I'm trying to unclog these gutters.
That's smart. I had water damage from my gutters last year. It cost me $10,000.
Wait, $10,000?
Yeah, and from over here, it looks like water's been pouring over your clogged gutters, and it's probably doing real damage to your foundation. You need to do what I did. Get off the ladder and call Leaf Filter.
Yeah, but I need to get these gutters flowing now.
That's why you need to call Leaf Filter. They'll clean and realign your gutters and install their exclusive micro mesh screen system so nothing gets in your gutters except water.
So Leaf Filter protects my house from damage and means no more gutter cleaning for me?
Bingo! Plus, Leaf Filter has an industry-leading lifetime warranty, so your gutters are covered for life.
Thanks, Frank. I'm calling Leaf Filter today.
Don't go another day with your home unprotected. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com for your free gutter inspection. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com right now for an extra 15% savings. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com. That's 1-844-300-LEAF.
Doug. Chances are you're jamming in your car right now. And since Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance so you only pay for what you need, Limu and I are going to show you some safe car dance moves. Hit it. Everybody, check your blind spots real quick. Now hands on the wheel. Put them 10 and 2 and move your head like a bird do. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Hand me that nail gun.
Here you go. And here's the fries.
Lunch. Who's hungry?
You know, maybe instead of loading up a nail gun with French fries to feed the crew, we should just order lunch through Easy Cater. Food from all our favorite restaurants.
My bad.
On time and as ordered.
Huh. Load up the hot dogs while I think about it.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but Easy Cater just does. Food for work on time and as ordered from over 85,000 restaurants. Order 24/7 at easycater.com.
Hi there, I'm Mia. I'm Air.
You're Air?
Yeah, I just got out of the lungs of someone smoking a cheap little cigar outside a bodega. Oh, it was so smoky in there. And where there's smoke, there's
fire.
Cancer.
Oh.
Yeah. Little cigars might taste sweet, but they still kill. I'm supposed to be helping people, not unhelping them.
You mean hurting?
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm a bit of an airhead.
Little cigars are just as dangerous as regular cigarettes. Find out how to quit today at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
Life is about showing up and about showing people you care. HCA Florida Healthcare helps you show up for your health and your family's. Florida's largest care network makes healthcare easier, friendlier, and smarter. And we put you at the center of it all. HCA Florida Healthcare. We show up for you. Learn more at hcafloridahealthcare.com.
When the heat is on, Del Air can turn it off. Go to delair.com to schedule your appointment today.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
All right, Raw Sauce coming up at the top of the hour. Don't forget the 6 o'clock hour, we'll have Ray Trenley. If you want to get involved with our Twitter poll, you can do that as well, at Jim Colbert Show. We have it up right now. A company out there offering to pay you $2,000 to let 100 cockroaches loose in your house to test their pest company. We want to see if you think you could do that. Again, it's at Jim Colbert Show on Twitter. Go give us a little, give us a jingle there. Tell us what you think. We'll get a wrap-up of that a little bit later in the program. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb and Jack are here as well. Let's find out what's in the old sauce jar.
All aboard! Chugga, chugga.
Choo-choo. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack.
I'm so sorry. I apologize there. I feel like my train may have taken a couple of Xanax bars. I have 4 tickets to Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex.
We will be there live in just 2 days. I'm pretty excited.
I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah. Live broadcasts are a bit of a pain in the ass sometimes, but I love going over there. They're such a great show partner, and it's such an interesting place.
They're amazing. They're awesome. If you don't know, Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex is organized into mission zones where attractions and tours are grouped by chronological era. From the dawn of space exploration to current and ongoing missions, you can get an up-close, hands-on feel for the story of humans in space.
Space.
Fuel your quest for inspiration right there at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Jim, that is your Sauce Jar, which is brought to you by
Cento Family Moving and Storage. Go local and support a family-owned and operated Orlando moving and storage company that can handle your move, local, long-distance, residential, or commercial. Make sure you mention the Jim Colbert Show because you will get a discount. Book them today at centomoving.com. That's CENTO moving.com. Your clickety-clack made me sad. Back to you.
I'm so sorry.
Well, it was clickety-clack. Clickety-clack.
Clickety, I lost my father's
clack.
Who goes first today, Ross?
Let's welcome John. It's biblical.
John, how are you, buddy?
All right.
All right, very good. Want to play a little game with us?
He's barred up, too.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Game show.
It's
John,
a
how you
Monday.
doing? All right. I'm all right. All right, John, we have a very easy game here for you, buddy. I got a little question here. 4 answers. One of them isn't true. It's a lie. If you can find it, I'll send you to the sauce jar. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, very good. Man of many words, this guy. I think that's 6 total letters. Watch yourself. All right. Laugh doesn't count. Still 6 letters.
Even his laughs are short.
I know.
All right, here we go, guys. On this day in 2008, the band Coldplay song Viva La Vida reaches #1 in the U.S. It's their first song to achieve that recognition. And they go on to win the Grammy for Song of the Year. All right, so here are 3 fun facts about the band Coldplay and 1 lie that has no chorus. Number 1, they weren't always known as Coldplay. They were once known as Starfish, Pectorals, and Big Fat Noises. Number 2, Coldplay will not allow their music to be translated into other languages. Number 3, drummer Will Champion had never played the drums before. He joined the band Coldplay.
Damn.
What?
And lastly, the band members of Coldplay don't eat meat on Mondays. Which one of those is a lie?
Number 1.
No, that's absolutely true, buddy. They weren't always known as Coldplay. They were known as Pectorals first. Then they changed it to Starfish. And then they were Big Fat Noises for a short period of time.
I'm glad they stuck with Coldplay.
Yeah, much better. I agree 100%. Ross?
I kind of like Big Fat Noises.
I don't mind that one, but Pectorals is like, what?
I see that one on the marquee. I'm like, gotta check that out. Let's see how fat these noises are. Let's welcome Ryan.
Ryan, right there. Ryan, how you doing, buddy?
Great. How you doing?
Good, man. We're talking about the band Coldplay. Find the lie here. Number 1, Coldplay will not allow their music to be translated into other languages. Number 2, drummer Will Champion had never played the drums before he joined the band Coldplay. And lastly, the members of Coldplay don't eat meat on Mondays.
Shoot. I had to go with Will Champion. I think he's a multi-instrumentalist.
Yeah, no,
I'm going to go with that.
That's true. Will Champion had never played drums before. So he went from being not in a band to being in the band Coldplay, being their drummer, and have never played drums.
Wow.
Not bad, huh?
Kind of says something about their music, though, right?
And I'm not a big Coldplay guy, but, whatever. Who's next, buddy?
Let's welcome Aaron.
Aaron, right there.
Come
Aaron,
on down.
Aaron, what's going on, buddy?
Oh, just living the dream, man.
All right, man, you got a 50-50 shot here. We're talking about the band Coldplay. Which one of these is a lie? Number 1, Coldplay will not allow their music to be translated into other languages. Or lastly, the band members of Coldplay do not eat meat on Mondays.
My gut wants me to go Meatless Monday, but I'm going to go translation because that just doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. That's why you're a winner.
Sweet.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense at all. I think it's mandatory. Most labels say, look, we're going to put it out in every language we can sell one in.
Right,
so
yeah.
Enjoy yourself or learn it in Spanish because we're going to Brazil next week. Or in Portuguese.
Nailed it.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks, I had to bring it back.
Muito obrigado.
Band members of Coldplay have agreed they do not eat meat on Mondays. That's that
for real?
That Meatless Monday thing. I think it was started by Paul McCartney, right?
Yeah. May have.
I think it was,
Let's
and they kind of
check.
followed along. A few other things you may not know about the band Coldplay. Anybody here a Coldplay fan at all?
No.
It's a couple singles.
Yeah, a couple of
We
them.
play some stuff out on Real.
Sure.
Although they have been approached many times by the biggest corporations out there, they have never and will never endorse a product or company.
Wow.
Let's see. The band takes credit for all songs, and all money is split equally 4 ways. Every member is equal. So Chris Martin, obviously the most important person in the band Coldplay, he's the kind of the front man.
Right.
But it does not matter. Whoever writes the song, if you look at their song credits, they're all written by Coldplay, and then whoever the producer is will get credit for producing, but all the songwriting credits go to all members of the band, which I think is kind of cool. And if you look at the bands with the most longevity, that usually is the setup. Lead singer Chris Martin lost his virginity at what age?
12.
10.
It's one or the other, right?
Yeah, go.
It's either young or older.
Yeah. It's got to be older. I'll give you a courtesy year, and I'll say 14.
22 years old.
Nailed it.
Whoa.
22 years old.
Nerd.
My man did not have sex until he was 22 years old, and I second that. Nerd.
Wow.
Matter of fact, I'll go one more. I'll go nerd.
Then he got that goop candle.
Yeah. That's probably what he lost it to, is that goop candle.
That's so nasty.
I feel really bad for saying that. I don't really feel that way. I just thought that was a funny thing to say. If you're 22 and you got your virginity, hey, props to you.
All right, and lastly here, before we find out what's coming up for thoughts. Oh, are we getting the money line now?
We are not.
I'm sick and tired of asking. I'll never ask again. I'll never ask again. I'm not
Wow,
saying
you
I'm mad
sound
about
angry.
it. I'm just saying I'm never asking again. I fell in love with the Money Lounge. You asked me to go on that trip with you. I went on that trip with you. What'd you do? You dropped me off in the Ozarks. That's what you did with that bit.
You sound bitter.
So it's dead to me. It's dead to me.
We'll see what happens next week.
All right, lastly here. The band has one hard rule. And if you break this rule, you will be ejected from the band. What do you think it is?
Heroin.
That's right, hard drugs. That's the only one they have.
Wow.
No hard drugs at all. If you get busted doing hard drugs, you are gone. No redemption, no second chances. You're gone.
You know, that's a great rule.
It's a very good rule. If you like to keep your band going and making a whole bunch of money playing music, that's a good one to start with. What's coming up for thoughts, homie? Excuse me. What's not coming up for Monday Lounge?
I'm just happy that there's a demand.
Yeah, how about that?
I'm grateful
and he
for the
hated
demand.
it at first,
now
remember?
watch out, little U-turn. I experienced, I think, the most underrated bad thing about a human. This activity.
The most underrated bad thing.
Yeah.
In other words, it doesn't get enough credit for being bad.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
Arguably in all of human history. No,
Okay.
I don't think anybody is brave enough to talk about this downfall of being
in the
human.
history of humanity. This is the worst
aspect of being, and to make people even more interested, I think it happens to men more.
All right. Well, I'm dying to hear what this is. We'll do that next.
It's back. The second annual Orlando Fringe Digi Fringe Theater Festival now through the 17th. Tickets available at orlandofringe.org.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Southbound travel on 417, a heavy ride between Boggy Creek Road and Landstar Boulevard. It's solid too. Southbound 429 between Sinclair Road and I-4. I-4 still bumper to bumper eastbound between US 192 and State Road 535, as well as westbound between 417 and Osceola Polk Line Road. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Maison Sandwiches.
Maison Sandwiches is opening a new restaurant in Lake Nona. Want to join the team? Come to the restaurant June 14th and 15th starting at 10 a.m. for an in-person interview. Join one of the top-rated Puerto Rican restaurant chains. Visit MasonSandwiches.com.
Man, are you still in glasses or contacts? It's 2022 and time to finally level up your vision. The team over at the Filatowski Eye Institute used the latest state-of-the-art technology in vision correction surgery, and they happen to be one of the leaders in vision correction surgery right here in Central Florida. Find out if you're a candidate. It's so easy. Just text 1041 to the number 868686 and schedule that consultation right now. And if money's a concern, don't stress. The Filatowski Eye Institute offers 24-month interest-free financing. You can't lose. Learn more today. Text 1041 to 868686 and schedule your consultation right now.
If you want to sell your ride, I'd do it now. All you got to do is go to GimmeTheVin.com, put in your license plate number, put in the miles, attach a couple of pictures, and we'll get her bought.
Sell us your car. GimmeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
This is Steve Kramer. Let me tell you a business secret. There are sketch companies out there selling awards. Make sure the awards earned by your lawyer are from respected organizations. At Trenley Kramer Law, our lawyers have been recognized by Orlando Magazine Best Lawyers, Florida Trend Legal Elite, Super Lawyers, and listed in U.S. News as a best law firm for years. We've earned the awards that can't be bought. Trenley Kramer, TK Law, onefirmforlife.com.
Coming in at 5'3", it's number one mom. She switched to Xfinity and got the all-new 3-for-1 bundle. Unlimited internet, streaming, and Xfinity Mobile. All for what you could pay wireless companies for just one 5G unlimited line. Boom! Shakalaka! That's why they call her the Master of Moolah, the Sultan of Savings, the Queen of Cash. And now, also with Xfinity Internet, you can get unlimited data, Wi-Fi equipment, and a free Flex 4K streaming box included with a 2-year rate guarantee and no term contract. All for just $30 per month when you add an Xfinity mobile plan at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/3-for-1, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New fast internet 300 megabits per second customers only. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
At Global Industrial, we make your business our business. We're problem solvers, budget savers, and deadline beaters. So, no matter what you want or where you need it, we have it in stock and ready to ship from our national distribution network. Global Industrial Network supplies businesses and industries in Florida with every product they need to keep their facilities running smoothly and efficiently. Visit globalindustrial.com/Florida to set up a meeting with your local rep today. Global Industrial. We can supply that.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/trial. That's ZipRecruiter.com/trial.
Okay, open wide. Good to see you've been flossing. What's on your chest? Oh, that's just my lentil soup. It was supposed to be here an hour ago. I'll say it's unprofessional. We should have ordered through EasyCater. Food shows up on time as ordered. Yeah, it really burns me up too. Oh, the soup. Oh, hold my crackers. I'll go get the lead apron.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but EasyCater just does. Food for work on time and as ordered from over 85,000 restaurants. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
Local or long distance, when it's time to move, let Cento Family Moving and Storage move you. CentoMoving.com.
Save time and money with the aluminum fence in a box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need to easily install it yourself with 0 down and 0% financing. Go to FenceOutlet.com today for more information and store locations. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Roof now, pay later. Tadlock Roofing offers the best financing in the industry. Get started at tadlockroofing.com.
One name in roofing stands on top. Tadlock.
Tadlockroofing.com.
Rates as low as 1.99% with approved credit. Visit nationstrucks.com today.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now number 1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
There are some bingo places that still let you smoke inside, like Knights of Columbus or whatever, maybe. I don't know if I'm selling them out or not. But also, I have a friend who smokes in her car with the windows up, and she buys me free Chinese food if I ride with her. And oh my God, she won't ride in my car for some reason. She has back problems, but geez, I can't stand it. Like, ugh, it's gross.
She doesn't ride in your car because you won't let her smoke in it
with the windows up.
Right. Pretty simple. Oh. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Hope you've had a wonderful Monday out there on this hot, hot Central Florida June day. Hope you got a good week planned out. Have a nice one. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
So is Jack.
Greetings.
Let's get some Ross thoughts.
It's weird. It's funny.
I don't know
Let's
what
go,
that was.
Sometimes.
Let's just go.
It's Ross.
Let's go. I'm going.
Spelled like
I'm going.
sauce.
Pack it up.
Pack it in.
Ross Thoughts.
Ross Thoughts is brought to you by Mills Air. They saved my house and they can save yours, especially during this intense Florida summer. Jim, I told you this. I did something that I don't think I've done since I've been like, I was like 10, 12. I played golf yesterday. And about the 18th hole, I look at me and my totally not sober friends.
Right, okay.
And I said, hey, man, let's run it back.
Let's run it again.
Let's run it again. So we played 36 holes of golf. Wow. And a lot of mistakes. Didn't even play that well. Had a lot of fun.
That's a lot of golf, man.
It is an immense amount of golf.
I love the game. It would take a lot to do that for me.
My first tee time was at 11:30.
Oh, my God.
My second tee time was at like 4:40.
You guys made it?
Yeah.
Wow.
We're on 18 and the moon is up, though.
Wow. Oh, man. The cart barn guys hate guys like you, by the way, because they have to wait around for the last carts to come in. It's inevitably some drunk morons.
And I'm happy, though, that there was a group behind us.
Oh, thank
So at least we weren't like,
Yeah, I got
the last one.
Yeah, showing up to the restaurant at 9:58 when they close at 10.
Yeah.
We weren't the last ones, but we were close to it. But something happened. Something happened to my body. I didn't like it. No one has ever enjoyed this experience.
You got bloated.
Yesterday was extremely hot.
Mm-hmm. Very hot.
I play 18. We're like, let's run it again. Hole 1, I'm good. Just drink some Aquafina and move on.
Sure, man. Load up.
Hole 2, still good. Hole 3, all right. Hole 4, still focused. Hole 5, hit a golf shot. Ay, Chihuahua. Ay, Dios mío. What is going on? Why did that hurt so bad? Take another shot. Ay, la ho, ay. I chafed from hole 5.
Oh, man.
Hole 5,
Oh,
the
man.
hole 18, I was chafing.
Inner leg?
Inner leg, both inner legs, both thighs.
Bro.
Nuts and all.
Oh, man.
Damn. I had to play the rest of the round as if I just rode a horse named Charlie for 4 days.
But I don't. Oh, is it from all the walking?
So here is the thing.
Sweat, walk, salt. Oh, man.
I go ahead. I tell my girl when I get home, I'm like, hey, how you doing? She goes, why are you walking like that? I was like, I chafed. I chafed a lot, and I didn't have any Gold Bond, baby powder.
Right, nothing to dry you off.
Nothing. And she goes, what are you talking about? And that made me go, what the hell? You don't know about chafing? You don't ever become the mayor of Chafe City?
No.
I don't think women chafe a lot. That's not fair. Have you ever chafed, Deb?
Oh, please, for just a moment. You get chafing, and that's not fair?
That's
You want the S list of stuff we can give you? That would really make it fair.
Oh, Deborah,
I could
come
make
on.
it fair.
Deborah, come on.
You be quiet.
From 13 until 55 or so
13.
is fine.
13.
From 10 till 55, there's
yeah, okay.
no comparison to his one day of chafing.
And to 35, you got to bump that bitch back up.
Hey, we can bring up a whole bunch of topics where we don't have to worry about that, but that's not what we're talking about.
Talking about chafing.
Well,
I'm talking about
You
chafing.
should have brought some powder. You knew you were going to be out there for 36 holes of
I did
golf.
not. He didn't. That's the thing is he
doubled it.
Well,
that's a lot.
But
that's
by
a
hole
lot.
5,
It's
he was already chafing.
Deb, I'm going to tell you straight up.
That's hole 23.
Yeah, of the second 18.
I'm telling you, it doesn't seem like it would be a lot, but
Oh, no, that I could just...
Well, in the heat,
Because every swing,
Every
step,
and you're soaking wet by hole 3 of the original 18. You're soaking wet,
and that's all sweat. So that's just salt.
and it was like
in the
100.
wound.
Felt like 100 degrees yesterday.
So hot. It was so hot. And my thighs started to cry. I thigh cried. It was hole 5 where I was like, oh. You ever hurt yourself? I chafed so bad that I kept saying the damn vowels. Sometimes why? Well, emphasis on the why, guys. Ross, you good? No, man.
And it's just glowing red.
And
it's glowing red. And
you've done this,
oh, yeah. Stuff will stick to it.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid to look at it. And I tell my girl,
Let's see.
I chafed. I chafed bad.
And she said, let me see it.
She goes, let me see it. And I'm like, I haven't seen it yet. This might be alarming, especially for somebody who's never gone down the chafe route because
she ain't never experienced that kind of raw dog.
Yeah, you don't have anything.
Don't say raw dog.
Yeah, that's a weird time to use that term.
That's
But I like it.
I'm going to run that back.
I showed her my chafe at the same moment that I saw my chafe. And it was way worse than I thought.
Oh, I bet you rubbed off the first 2 layers of skin.
Oh, let's see it.
Oh, I can't. All right, unless you guys want to see it all.
You don't have underwear on?
I know. What? I do.
I'm not doing that.
Come on.
I do. I want to see it.
You want to peep some chafe?
I'm not interested. You can take a picture in the bathroom. I'll look at that as long as there's no nuts in there.
Bathroom, do it here.
Let's see it.
I showed my girl. I showed my girl the chafe, and she went, "Oh my God!" Oh, and
that's not ever a response you want from your loved one.
Yeah, especially looking down there. I don't care if it's something else. You're still looking in that general direction and going, "That's disgusting." You know, that sucks to have that exchange where your girl's looking, downstairs, and they're like, "Oh no, blah." And then she even hits me with the vows.
Sometimes why?
We had a lady just call up and said, that sounds very cute, but imagine chafing as a woman and having your nipples bleed because they're chafing so much.
So I did some research.
And cracking.
I did some research. That's where women chafe, is north.
Yeah, their nips.
My
From
chafing,
That's scientific terms. I don't mean that.
it looked like Moses splitting the Red Sea.
Okay.
And guess what's playing Moses?
Okay, buddy.
I don't know, but let's see.
But the larger thighs you have, men or women,
Yeah.
it's them rubbing together, right?
Yeah,
Please, I started many a fire with corduroys in school.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, you're talking, but you're in Wisconsin. You're not, and look, and he's in golf shorts, and most of this equipment.
Shorts.
And
Pants.
Most of this equipment now is built to wick the moisture out away from your skin.
Why
had
were
pants
you?
on?
Why weren't you wearing shorts?
I'm not a shorts guy.
Oh my God, Ross, are you a moron?
No, a little bit. I like pants. I want to look like a pro when I'm out on the course.
Yeah, you got to wear the golf costume.
Yeah, come on.
So let me get this straight. Looking like a pro is by hole 5 on your second 18, walking like John Wayne.
Yeah, I was John Wayning.
Your
And I
ankles
was-
touching, knees a foot apart.
You ever John Wayne and then shoot 86?
No.
It's not fun. It's not fun.
I don't shoot 86.
Like two stop signs staring at each other.
Someone says you need anti-monkey butt powder.
They have a bunch of it. There's one called, was it Fresh Balls?
Yeah.
Fresh Balls. It goes on like a lotion, but when it dries, it's this
Powdery?
really slippery powder. Oh my God!
You gonna add that to your bag, Ross?
I'm gonna have to.
You need to add some shorts to your wardrobe. Is what you need to do. If I saw you out in pants playing in 90-degree weather in Florida,
Yeah, I'm looking good though.
yeah, you're not though, buddy. When you're walking like you have a.
Oh, it was bad. But no one was on the course at that point except the people behind me. But I legit was walking.
Where's your ball?
Funny.
About 10 yards behind John Wayne.
Oh, I was John Wayne, and then
It's
when I
up there,
looked,
partner.
yeah,
that little side hop.
when I looked at it, I legit can't stop thinking about how red, how symmetrical, and how all over it was on the inside of my thighs.
It's a heat rash, is what it really is. I mean, you have chafed yourself. Is it really sore today?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. It should be gone by
tonight.
like,
December?
I put some ointment on it. I creamed it up.
You creamed it up.
It's going to be fun to have on his wedding night.
What kind of cream?
I don't even know. I don't even know. I just grabbed the nearest thing that's like soft and jelly like
hair gel.
I dead serious. I have no
Could
idea.
have been Vagisil. At least he won't get a yeast infection.
I took a shower. I looked at some of my girls' like face creams in the shower. And I was like, anything's gonna do right now.
No,
What?
It's like $40 an ounce.
It worked. It worked.
It should.
Yeah.
This thing looks like two red lights having a staring contest with a bag of like khakis in between.
Somebody said you put cornstarch on it.
I may have. I don't know what my girl does for beauty. I put something. It was.
I think if you put have you ever heard of witch hazel?
No.
I think if you put
that's my dog.
No.
I think if you put witch hazel on it, it dries it right up.
Calamine.
Yeah, and mercurochrome too.
What the hell are those elements?
Jack.
No.
Oh my God.
You're trying to put witch hazel on it.
Oh, I know. I'm over here with Desitin. You should be putting like a diaper rash cream on
there
it.
you go.
Oh, that's what you need. Some diaper stuff.
Yeah. No,
for the
because
baby.
That's exactly what it is. You need diaper stuff.
And then you can just keep it for when you have the kids.
It's called Desitin.
Yeah.
And you can go
And it's
find
for diaper rash.
And if you're a parent, you buy this stuff by the pump lube bottle. It is absolutely mandatory because babies get this all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And they're misery because they're sitting in their pee and their poop all the time.
Because you're not changing their diaper often enough, Ross.
This thing, like 2 beef steak tomatoes with a potato in between.
How big is the area? Like, let's say you were
a surface area.
I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna stand up, and I'll be.
Oh boy!
So I'm gonna spread my legs a little bit right here. So
Yeah.
Well, we have to wait.
Tilt this camera down.
Stop! You guys are the worst. This is science.
Oh boy!
This is science.
This is serious.
Okay.
So
proceed.
You definitely have it in the nuddle area.
Yeah, and it looked like sweet tomatoes came back.
That's your belly. So what's your nuddles doing up by your belly?
It's this area.
It's as far as it can reach.
Then how far does it go down? Is it halfway by your to your knee?
I would say if you grab an iPhone from a flesh bridge,
okay,
down both thighs,
okay, that's
and it's a 13 Max Pro.
Okay,
all right.
Ooh.
So that's this amount.
We're
of
probably talking
raw flesh.
I'm guessing
Long ways
estimation
or what?
15, 16 inches of pure red V.
Mm-hmm. You put some powder on it just to keep it from sticking to your other leg, right?
No, I had no powder. I had nothing.
Deb, you need to fix Pop-Up's camera again.
All I did for the rest, you know what I did? I kept pretending like I was reading putts because that was the only enjoyment I could have. I would squat on the ground.
Because your legs were apart?
Yeah, my legs were apart and my boys are dangling. Let the boys dangle.
You got to get some shorts, buddy. And I know you say you're not a shorts guy, but you got to figure out how to get some shorts. You are going to be. It's going to be a miserable summer if you keep playing in pants.
He wear compression shorts. Like, wouldn't that solve the problem? Because it
would help a lot.
It would hold him in and not allow the flesh to rub together.
Right, because it would be his thighs would be covered.
And to be honest, I never get this because of the kind of underwear I wear. What kind of underwear do you wear?
Hanes XL. They got necks. They're hip.
No,
they're cool.
Boxer briefs.
Boxer briefs or just like our Grundies?
Oh no, not Grundies.
Tidy whities.
Tidy whities?
No.
Like they
Ever
have
since
legs.
that middle school incident.
They have legs.
Yeah, they got legs.
Okay, they're like tight shorts.
Yeah.
How did you get that? How did you get it with those?
You are underestimating the Grand Canyon size of my thighs.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
buddy.
it's massive.
You ever see like 2 Kool-Aid men fight each other?
Okay.
Those are your Ross thoughts.
With
Ross
a potato in the middle. That's the potato part I can't
look
figure
like
out.
2 Kool-Aid guys fighting over a bag of like khakis.
Oh yeah.
Oh no! Hey, sometimes my Ross Thoughts is brought to you by Mills Air, and my God, did I need Mills Air this on that golf course?
Oh, they have a rash department?
I know. I'm not saying that. I just wish that they could have
Leon in a while though. He's very, very progressive.
No, but I'm sure if he went home and sat by the air vent,
straddled it.
That just felt great.
I shouldn't share this, but I dropped off my friend and I just stayed in his driveway and I put the AC of my car in my pants. So I was like back up on my chair, shooting AC into my pants leg, going, "Oh yeah, mama."
Oh, you turned into Elvis?
Oh yeah. Ross Thoughts is brought to you by Mills Air. Can we be serious around here?
We're begging. Actually, we're begging.
I have an old house. This thing is mad old, and it didn't even have a place for an AC unit, but they still made it work. And that's exactly what 3 decades of experience will get you. They could not have helped me out more. I got a Carrier unit. It's a 15-SEER. It's amazing. Their techs can service any brand out there. Do not worry. But if you have a Carrier, it's time to turn to the experts at Carrier. Call today. Schedule your appointment. 407-277-1159. Online, millsair.com. Call them so you're not in the middle of summer going, "Hey, sometimes." Those are your Ross Thoughts. I'm out. Peace.
All right, buddy. Thank you. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Stay a little break. Our buddy Ray Trendley drops by right after this.
up tonight on Real Radio at 7. It's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and SecuredRoofingAndRestoration.com. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Mike, and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Southbound travel on 417, a heavy ride between Boggy Creek Road and Landstar Boulevard. It's solid too. Southbound 429 between Sinclair Road and I-4. I-4 still bumper to bumper eastbound between US 192 and State Road 535, as well as westbound between 417 and Osceola Polk Line Road. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Wawa How You Want It. At Wawa, they have you covered with delivery, curbside, and order ahead options in the Wawa app. No matter what your day looks like, Wawa How You Wanna. Download the Wawa app today.
And when it comes to your bathroom, if it's time to replace it, man, don't think that all the stories you hear about nightmare situations with contractors are all the truths. That is one of the really big reasons I endorse Free Bath of Mid-Florida, because you don't have to worry about any of that. They're good people right up front. Once you hire them, you're actually in good hands. Good hands with the products, good hands with the service, and they are really good at this. This is all they do, bathroom remodeling. That's it, and they will take good care of you. This is a national company with standards, policies, and procedures to make sure you get the job you pay for on time, every time. And the products, like I said, are beautiful. Natural stone, travertine, and marble, all those beautiful colors. And national brands that you've known, Moen, Kohler, Delta, Toto, Birch Cabinetry. That's what they're installing. This is not junk, guys. This is quality stuff with a great design team to really help you pick out the right stuff and put it together correctly so it really enhances how your home feels and looks. Guest bathroom, master bath, it doesn't matter. They've got you covered. Stop by the showroom, 436 Up and Altamont across from Kobe. That's where you'll find the products. That's where you can make your decision and know that you're getting a quality bathroom in just 4 to 6 days installed by their employees with a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. It's that simple. The message is great and it works because these guys are really good at what they do. Log on today and book your appointment at rebathmidfla.com.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Skylight Roofing. Roof with us. SkylightRoofing.com.
Our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Friday, September 23rd and Saturday, September 24th.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas.
Keep listening to win your way there before you can even buy tickets.
On sale Friday, June 17th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific.
But starting Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, Capital One cardholders can score tickets and other awesome experiences before anyone else for 48 hours only or while supplies last. Visit iHeartRadio.com/Capital One for more pre-sale details. What's in your wallet?
Welcome to Daytona Soccer Fest, the all-in-one soccer, music, cars, and much more 4th of July weekend spectacular. We're building a soccer stadium at Daytona International Speedway, and matches will be played there for the first time in history. Also, full concerts from Raul Alejandro and Chance the Rapper, Toyota Thrill Rides, and the World Freestyle Federation. Daily passes starting at $99. Get your tickets at DaytonaSoccerFest.com. For a limited time, buy one, get one free.
Stop avoiding your erectile dysfunction issue. Peak Performance for Men is offering their best offer yet. Call today to book your free consultation and free blood flow evaluation. Peak Performance for Men helps over 80% of men who receive the treatment experience long-term improvement. All it takes is one phone call for a free consult. Call 407-464-8181. That's 407-464-8181.
People constantly ask me, how long is this crazy used car market going to last? And I think we've got 30, 60, 90 days left. But when she drops off, she's going to drop off hot and fast. So if you want to sell your ride, I'd do it now. Go to GiveMeTheVin.com. We're America's best car buyer. We don't beat your CarMax offer. Send you a check for $100. I've never seen a used car market this high. Grab it while you can.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Meet Allison, teammate at Truist Bank. Hi. She was born to care, and she always had your back. You could say that. Like that time back in the mid-'80s when she spotted Stacy Kaminsky with her new perm, and a car was coming, about to hit a puddle. So Allison jumps in front of the splash, just in time to protect Stacy's fresh curls.
Look, I had to do it. A wet perm just doesn't work.
Today, Allison's a teammate at Truist, the bank that starts with care. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank. Learn more at truist.com/care. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
This job, we fight for as many people as we can. Sometimes people are afraid to fight the insurance companies. That's why I'm here. Injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo DeWitt. Offices, Orlando and Tampa.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. The one who just thought about checking your phone? How about don't? The car is no place for multitasking, trust me. That text can wait. Those notifications can go unchecked. Did you know that you can be stopped and ticketed in Florida for texting and driving? So put that phone down and focus on driving. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
To build a better tomorrow, we're making a bold new energy commitment to transform the energy grid, preventing thousands of outages, to add more renewables and advanced technologies like solar and wind as we drive toward net zero carbon, all while keeping the energy you depend on reliable and affordable. We're Duke Energy, and we're building a smarter energy future for you.
Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
At Global Industrial, we make your business our business. We're problem solvers, budget savers, and deadline beaters. So, no matter what you want or where you need it, we have it in stock and ready to ship from our national distribution network. Global Industrial Network supplies businesses and industries in Florida with every product they need to keep their facilities running smoothly and efficiently. Visit globalindustrial.com/Florida to set up a meeting with your local rep today. Global Industrial, we can supply that.
Are you tired of paying high interest rates on your student loans, car loans, or credit cards? Sage Mortgage and their quick cash refi can help. Home values have gone through the roof, so why not use some of that money to consolidate all of your debt into one payment at a lower interest rate? Not only can Sage Mortgage's quick cash refi get you a quote in 15 seconds, but they can get your debt consolidated in nearly half the time of the big banks, saving you money quicker, all while providing top-notch customer service, which you can see from their 4.8 stars out of 5 on Bankrate.com. Visit them online and see your guaranteed low quick cash refi rate in only 15 seconds at sagemortgage.com or call in at 855-836-0352. That's 855-836-0352. With Sage Mortgage on your side, you may be richer than you think. Forward Mortgage Lending Incorporated, DBA Sage Mortgage, NMLS ID number 1374724. Not available in all states. Equal housing opportunity. This is not a commitment to lend. Not all loans apply. Terms and conditions apply. Call us at 855-836-0352.
Bloomberg Crypto is the new daily podcast from Bloomberg and iHeartRadio that tackles everything from Bitcoin to Bored Apes. Each weekday, Bloomberg reporters and experts from every corner of the industry discuss the latest in cryptocurrencies and explore how it impacts our lives, our politics, and our culture.
How many machines would I need to buy, not that I will, to kind of mine Bitcoin effectively?
Like tens of thousands of
Tens
machines.
of thousands. That's way more than I was expecting.
Listen to Bloomberg Crypto on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
One name in roofing stands on top. Tad Luck.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitch.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for tuning in today. We appreciate that very, very much.
Man, is it hot out.
Yeah, it's brutal out there, man.
It really, just thinking of all the people that listen and text us who are working outside, man. I really think they should get hazard pay.
Yeah, I do too. I did a little labor out in the yard this weekend. I'm probably out there for 3 hours max out there slaving away. And I'm telling you, man, it was brutal. And all I could think about is God, and the guys who are doing some work on my house right now are out there in that weather, no break from the sun, no nothing, and it's just absolutely insane.
It really is.
All right, welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well every single Monday around this time. We invite somebody from the TK Law Firm to drop by. This week we got Friendly Ray Trindley. You guys give it up.
Yay!
Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing today?
What's up, big dog? How you doing?
I'm doing okay. It's been a long day, but you talk about working in the heat. Just walking to and from my car in the parking lot at the courthouse, killing me.
Yeah. What are you? what are you litigating today over there at the courthouse? What's going on? You sound stressed.
I would say hot is probably the better definition of how I feel. It was a paternity case, and so represented dad in a paternity case, and it was a tough one because it was a friend of a friend, and you never want to let those clients down, you know?
Yeah. Is that weird for you? I mean, I would think that, if I was an attorney and friends came to me for advice, I would stay away from them because of the idea that if you fail them in a case or their case isn't winnable, you're going to bear the brunt of all of that and it's going to affect your friendship. That's going to be a tough decision for you.
So, normally the answer is if there's a degree of too close, and if it's too close, I generally won't get involved, and I'll give a recommendation of somebody who I know is going to do a good job instead. For this one, and this is probably true of anybody in a case like this, I try to set the expectations really early about what I think I can do and I can't do. And this particular client hired me last Tuesday for a trial today and was kind of in between a rock and a hard place, and my bleeding heart, I wanted to help him.
Well, that's a reason why they call you Friendly Ray Trendley.
Yeah, because that usually gets you. Right. That usually gets you in a situation you don't want to be in, right? Attorneys, as a rule, don't offer or don't take cases with a week of prep.
Generally, that is true, but sometimes you got to give back, and this is one of those cases where I thought I was giving back, and the judge took it under advisement, which really just means they're going to think about it, and at least as far as the way I look at it, that's a win for me. So, I think we did a really good job. My client did a good job of preparing with not much time. And so, it's in the judge's hands now, and hopefully it's a good outcome.
Hey, let me ask you, by the way, Ray Trendley with us, TK Law. You can find them up in Altamont Springs, onefirmforlife.com. They handle a number of different disciplines in legal terms, so they can help you out with a number of things. When it comes to divorce cases, and you get into these divorce cases, and of course things while that is happening can get heated up, other attorneys get involved from both sides. You start talking. Is there a situation where you've been in, specifically with the divorce case, where you're like, you see it escalating to a point where it's going to be detrimental for both parties, and you just try to kind of slow things down a little bit so that everybody can kind of get on the same plane? Do you have to do that often?
Yeah, there's a really large element of that as far as the counselor role, and especially when you're dealing with divorce and family law, sometimes you got to save people from themselves. And so I'll use my best friend as an example, and he wouldn't be upset with me about sharing this, but he's unfortunately going through a divorce case right now. And, the thing I keep telling him, and I won't get involved in the case, but it's so important to kind of take a step back and not think of it as this is going to be the rest of my life, and understand that this is just a process. And it's very oftentimes that people just need, call it a pause and just to sit back and reflect and say, this is not the person who I want to be, and I need to, approach this a little bit differently.
Yeah, I'm guessing that probably lands on deaf ears at least half the time, though, right?
Yeah, it depends on the clients. And, I think divorce is a lot like death in the fact that people go through different stages at different rates. And sometimes people will hear what you're saying and will listen to you. Sometimes you could shout it till you're blue in the face and they're never going to hear it. So it's really a client-dependent situation. But the people who really want to do this process in a way that maintains respect, and they usually find a way to do that.
Yeah. Talking to Ray Trendley here again. Ray, I saw the stories that you sent over. I do want to talk about one particularly first, and if we have room, we can get to the others, because I think this is actually kind of interesting, and it's the FBI case. We mentioned this last week. I kind of brought this up, that the FBI is being sued for over $1 billion, right at $1 billion, from a number of very famous people, one being Simone Biles and other members of the U.S. gymnastics team for the abuse suffered by Dr. Nasser. Now, the claim is since 2015, the FBI has known that this guy is a pedophile and a predator, and they had information that could have been turned into charges. They chose not to do that, and in the time that they chose not to act on this, other women and other girls were abused as well. And this is similar to the Stoneman Douglas issue, where is it Stoneman Douglas, where the feds?
Marjorie Stoneman Douglas?
Yeah, where the
FBI had a tip about the shooter and didn't act on it.
And didn't do anything about it. So they are also, so the feds are really, the FBI specifically, taking a lot of hits. Does this have any, I mean, I guess an attorney took it and filed it, so it's got to have some legs. But I mean, how much? The FBI seems like above the law. How do you go about doing this?
So first, no lawsuit has been filed yet. So what they did is they filed a complaint under the Federal Tort Claims Act, which is really just a quasi-judicial administrative body. And here's what I will say, as far as whether or not it has legs, I think the answer to that is yes. And what we are seeing is that if you are negligent in failing to investigate or failing to prosecute claims and it reaches that threshold that you've got credible tips or whatever, and you're whether you're covering it up or just not investigating it, you're going to be held accountable. And so the Federal Tort Claims Act actually has some caps and some things that you have to do in order to be able to claim damages under it. But it certainly could turn into a lawsuit depending on whether or not the FBI elects to go through this process or not.
So who defends them? Just they have their own attorneys on retainer, and then is it as easy to sue the FBI as it is for somebody like some trucking company that rear-ended you?
Yeah, so I don't know about who represents them, because there are attorneys that work for the FBI, or if it's the Justice Department that would do the representation, or if it's outside counsel. I would suspect it's outside counsel to maintain that level of transparency, because the Justice Department is a big name attached to the executive branch, and
right.
If you're dealing with corruption and hiding evidence or failing to investigate claims, you may not want to compound that with the idea or the appearance of additional corruption. So my guess is they'll hire outside counsel. But it is certainly interesting, and I think the evidence is extremely compelling. I mean, did you guys watch any of the stuff when these young women were in front of Congress? I mean, very powerful.
Yeah.
I read more of it than I actually saw, but yeah, it is.
It was heartbreaking.
It is heartbreaking.
I mean, the fact that, and I'm not advocating violence, but the fact that he's still alive is amazing to me, because I'm not related to any of these women, and it made me angry.
Sure.
Heinous.
Yeah, he was a complete psychopathic pedophile predator is what he was.
But the FBI didn't really think he was that bad of a guy.
But he's a doctor. Couldn't have been that bad.
Yeah, exactly. But he's got such high standing in the community.
Right. He kind of looks like Rick Moranis.
407-916-1041. Talking to Friendly Ray Trenley from the TK Law Firm, onefirmforlife.com. I also saw this thing you put up here about the Elon Musk deal with Twitter. See, I thought this was already dead. I thought that Twitter put out a thing last week or the week before and said that basically the timeline has gone by and his ability to, either make a move or, or get off the pot is over. But apparently now there's a possibility he could be back on because Twitter's ready to prove that there aren't as many bot accounts as he says there are.
Yeah, so, it's interesting, and this is kind of where I thought it was going to go in the first place. They're playing a game of chicken here, right? Whether or not Elon Musk actually pulls out or not, I don't know. And certainly, regardless of whether or not there's a good reason to, I don't think Twitter is going to let him go without a fight. And so the question is, to me, it's a question about appearance, right? And we just saw the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial being basically argued in the court of public appearance. And I think that's what you're seeing Twitter do now is they're reopening it to say, we're going to turn over this data to you to show you that we've been transparent. And so, kind of again, calling the bluff, so to speak. It'll be interesting what happens moving forward.
Yeah, I don't know either, because I know that you can't just do this and back out without some kind of penalty. And of course, when you're dealing with $44 billion, that penalty could be in the hundreds of millions of dollars just for saying I don't know.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And again, you're talking about the court of public opinion. We've already seen the Twitter stock tank, and the stock market's not doing great right now. But there's a lot of pressure being applied internally and externally.
Yeah, and then lastly here, this case out of Geico, which is the craziest thing ever. We actually talked about this a while back when this thing first hit, but Geico may have to pay over $5 million to a woman who got an STD in an insured car. So she has sex with a guy in a car. She gets an STD from that, files a claim against the guy who owns the car's insurance company, and it looks like the Geico could have to pay over $5 million on this guy's behalf.
This one makes me so angry.
What are we doing working?
Yeah, this is so ridiculous, and this is why our auto insurance rates are going up.
Exactly.
Right?
Well, and so this is why this is worth a follow-up, is because at the trial level, the court determined that having intercourse in a vehicle is part of the ordinary course of using a vehicle, and so that's how it got involved in the policy in the first place. And what the appellate court came down and said is, you know what, we thought that they weighed the evidence properly, they heard the testimony properly, and we think that that's good law. And so, why this is so powerful is that once it goes to an appellate court, it becomes binding on the rest of that jurisdiction unless there's something else that would, contradict it in a different jurisdiction within Missouri. So now the law of the land in Missouri is that having intercourse in a vehicle is part of the ordinary course, and you're going to also see other states start to look at similar cases. And so, it's one of those things that's really impactful. It's going to change the insurance industry, and the insurance industry is already kind of reeling from personal injury attorneys winning. And so you're going to see more of this. And I don't know. I thought it was very interesting. I wasn't sure if this was actually going to make it through an appellate review, but it did.
The thing that killed me is I can't. This sounds like almost like this needs reform. I mean, because if you think about the idea of, when you ask somebody about their vehicle, I'm not saying that people don't have sex in cars. That happens for sure.
Nice.
But nobody buys a car with the intent of going, okay, well, my normal use of this, write 20 things you're going to do with this car. I mean, what percentage of the country writes sex in those 20 things?
Sure.
So
I guess it probably depends on the age demographic you're asking too.
Yeah, but so what I'm saying is, you can't protect just one part of a demographic. I mean, it has to be, spreadable overall. I mean, a car is, although again, you can have sex anywhere. I mean, that's not the normal use of a vehicle. That's what I would be arguing. Is that what the plan is, I guess?
Well, I guess any person who has it can, like, if it's at your house, they can sue your homeowner's insurance now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Right?
So if I gave you an STD...
Why didn't you warn them you had an STD, Jimmy?
Yeah, that's different than the house. You're right. There's no question, but it's not... Wow.
Part of what makes this one so egregious is, the woman claimed that Geico failed to operate in good faith, which, subjects them to possible punitive damages. And I agree, legislatively this could be fixed. Where it's probably going to be fixed is when it comes time for renewal, everybody's contract is going to have an addendum which says, this specifically excludes sexually transmitted diseases or sexual intercourse in the vehicle. Is probably what will happen, which, doesn't require, any kind of legislative body to act.
If she gets pregnant, she could sue him for child support, right?
Well,
that's nothing to do with the car.
Come on. No. What does the STD have to do with it?
Yeah, a pregnancy. A pregnancy is something you have to take care of.
Question for the court.
It happened in a Geico-covered car.
What STD was it? Do we know?
I think it was HPV. I think it's from my recollection.
Yeah.
That's the lightest one. That's the LaCroix of STDs.
Yeah.
The peach mango LaCroix.
You could have got a shot for that.
Yeah, there's a vaccine.
There's someone else you could sue.
All right, Ray. Look, as always, I apologize for subjecting you to this. First things first. And then secondly, go ahead.
I was going to say, I was watching some of the recording, the Cockroach thing for $2,000. No way, and you know where would I ever let 100 cockroaches knowingly come into my home.
Can I tell you?
Oh, what a sweet guy. He can't even say hell.
They'd be $2,000 a piece if it was me. It wouldn't be for 100. $2,000 a piece, and maybe I'll think about it.
200 grand. Nice.
Yeah, I'd do that. Maybe
Yeah,
30
after
days.
200 grand, you can at least buy a little she shed to go live in.
That's right. I can lock myself in a bedroom and call it good for 30 days, like Yoko and John. Hey, Ray, thanks a lot, buddy. Good job as always. Again, that's onefirmforlife.com. TK Law Firm, offices up in Altamont Springs. That's Ray Trindley, and that's spelled Traendley. There you go. Ray Trindley. Thanks, buddy. Good seeing you.
Take care, guys. Have a great day.
All right.
You too.
All right, 407-916-1041. Load them up. Let's do last call. Get the hell out of here. Make us laugh. Say something intriguing.
It's your turn.
Or sing a song about smoking weed.
Woo!
Make us think or make it funny. Just make it good. Get on board now for last call on the Jim Colbert Show. 407-916-1041. From the Driveway.com Weather Center.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Today it's going to be hot and humid, very similar to what we felt over the weekend, with afternoon highs holding on to the low to mid 90s and feels like temperatures reaching the triple digits. Now, rain chances won't be as high of coverage. We're looking at 40% a little bit later this afternoon into the early evening hours. So remember, when thunder roars, make sure to go indoors. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Allison Gargaro.
This report is sponsored by Heron Home and Outdoor.
At Heron Home and Outdoor, we pride ourselves on providing thick, healthy, weed-free lawns. Keeping the grass on your lawn green and your shrubs and trees in tip-top shape is our specialty. Visit myheronhome.com today for a free quote and money-saving offers. Heron Home and Outdoor, your local lawn and pest experts.
Man, there's zero question in Central Florida in the summertime, you better have an AC company you can lean on every single time. For me, for Ross, that's Mills Air. Here's why. 30 years of experience, not to mention the people who work for them are awesome people. Leon Mills will have it no other way. Their techs are great people, and they know this business inside and out. You don't even have to know what kind of AC you have. Mills Air can take care of it, and they're Carrier Factory authorized dealers, which means up to $1,275 in rebates towards a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier and certainly turn to Mills Air. They're family owned and operated and ready to help you right now. 407-277-1159. Online, it's easy. MillsAir.com.
It's official. Tijuana Flats now has carnitas.
Whoa.
Yes! We're turning up the Tex-Mex flavors full blast with our new cranked up carnitas. Try our new Queso Blanco Carnitas Chimichanga, the Chipotle Barbecue Pork Tacos topped with bacon and barbecue sauce, and the Spicy Habanero Carnitas Burrito. And try our new Dueling Queso Appetizer featuring new Queso Blanco. Order carnitas now at TijuanaFlats.com.
Want to hear something that's going to make you feel better? Seeing your own primary care doctor, now just around the corner. At Village Medical at Walgreens. Our providers and care teams take care of you with same-day appointments, extended hours, and virtual visits too. You get the comprehensive care you need when and where you want it. Experience exceptional care at Village Medical. Book your primary care appointment at villagemedical.com/getcare. That's villagemedical.com/getcare.
Chances are you're jamming in your car right now. And since Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance so you only pay for what you need, Limu and I are going to show you some safe car dance moves. Hit it. Everybody, check your blind spots real quick. Now hands on the wheel. Put them 10 and 2 and move your head like a bird do. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Did you know that most adults with autism are unemployed, and a major hurdle is the lack of job opportunities? That's why Autism Speaks is teaming up with Lee Container, the J. Donald and Laurel Lee Family Foundation Fund, and Delivering Jobs to create a more inclusive workforce in the U.S. Are you an HR professional, community leader, or business owner? Join us in creating a workforce where people of all abilities can contribute and thrive. To learn more, visit autismspeaks.org/employment.
When you owe the IRS or state sales tax and can't pay, call J. David Tax Law for effective tax help. J. David Tax Law can stop IRS or state collection actions and protect you from financial ruin. Call J. David Tax Law for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962 or at jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
The Summer of Truck Sales event is back and it's going on right now down at Nations Trucks. Make no payments until October with approved credit and get $500 in free gas or diesel fuel with any purchase. Ford, Chevy, Dodge, Ram, and GMC. Start driving the truck that you deserve. Visit nationstrucks.com today.
Introducing the Amscott Installment Cash Advance. From $100 to $1,000 with no credit checks and flexible payment options. That's more money and more time to pay it back. Amscott. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Here's how to avoid a top mistake in divorce. Text messages and social media posts can wind up in front of a judge. Act accordingly. Don't post like a fool. Divorce? Trenley Kramer Law. TK Law. OneFirmForLife.com.
You've trusted Cars for Kids with your car donations for over 2 decades. Now Cars for Kids can help with your property donations too. If you're spending money on a property you don't use or hassling with out-of-state properties, donate to Cars for Kids instead. It's simple and easy. They will take over all taxes, maintenance, and insurance obligations. Best of all, you'll receive a tax deduction for the full appraised value of your property. To donate, visit carsforkidsrealestate.org or call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS today to learn more. That's CARS with a K.
The only way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the only way to get it is at Jersey Mike's, because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. The one who just thought about checking your phone. How about don't? The car is no place for multitasking. Trust me, that text can wait. Those notifications can go unchecked until you get where you're going. Did you know that you can now be stopped and ticketed in Florida for texting and driving? So put that phone down and focus on driving. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Car crash? Call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Help us help you fight the bot wars on your feed.
Surrender peacefully. Resistance is futile.
Find us and like us. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. We have one line open for last call. Grab that one now. That's 407-916-1041. Again, that one line is open. Go get it. We would love to talk to you here in a couple seconds. Remember, the whole idea of last calls make us laugh. Call back from the show. Something interesting. Take a shot at us. I don't care.
Well, take a shot at some of us.
Yeah, don't say anything about Deborah, though. I will stomp your ass flat. You can call me fat all you want. Nothing mean about Deborah.
Stop.
Nothing
Why,
mean
are
about
you
Deborah.
saving it up?
Mm-hmm.
For a second there, you made me nervous.
All right, welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb is here. So is Jack.
Hey.
And Ross. Chafing McGee.
Chafing McGee.
Still hurts.
Still stop sign thighs. I love it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. All right, you'll be fine. A couple days, you'll be good.
Yeah.
And you need to buy some shorts. Do you even own shorts? Can I buy you a pair of shorts? What size do you wear? What size waist do you have?
Like
32. 32?
Yeah, these are 32s.
I shop for men, though.
32? Hey, that's fine. You can call a man overweight.
I am.
32 is fine.
These are 36s.
I've got 32 shorts. I've been saving them for a couple decades.
Yeah, give them to Ross.
You want some jean shorts?
You ain't ever getting.
The magic words right there. Magic words.
Dog.
Especially on the golf course.
If you don't show up to play golf with me next time we play in jean shorts.
Jorts?
Go home.
Straight Jordan.
All right, 407-916-1041. All right, last call's loaded up for sure. We'll get to you guys in just a second. Deb, who do we have to thank today?
We want to thank Brandon Kravitz and Friendly Ray Trendley from TK Law Firm.
That's right. OneFirmForLife.com, and big thanks to BK. Love Brandon Kravitz.
He's awesome.
3 to 6 every day, 96.9 The Game.
Good guy.
Yeah,
he is.
He's a great dude.
He really is.
Absolutely love being around him. He's a wonderful guy. Good husband, good dad.
Yeah.
Everything about him. Solid cat.
Well, you don't know that.
Yeah, you're right. I don't. Could be beating both of them all day. I don't know. I don't see the marks, though, so I just go with it. He is playing for the LIV Tour now, though, and they are about human rights. All right, Jack.
But I really think he is a good guy.
All right, Jack had a Twitter. We have a Twitter poll today. Don't say the numbers, though. When you say it, just say the stuff.
At Jim Colbert Show on Twitter, would you put 100 cockroaches in your home for 30 days for $2,000 to test pest control?
And by the way, that's happening right now. There's a company out there doing this. This is a real story, offering $2,000 for you to let 100 cockroaches roll around your house to test their pest control system. Now, the early sign said that most people are saying nay.
Yeah, well, that was like a handful of people voting. That
exactly
was
right.
Immediately after. This one got a little traction, actually.
Did it really?
Yeah, as far as the number of people responding, because it's only been up a little over an hour, 2 hours or so.
Okay, I will say that 26% of the people say they would do it. 26% say yes.
Who else? Deb, what's your yes guess?
I'm going to say 43% yeah.
I'll take the low.
You going low?
Yeah. What'd you say, 26? I'm going 20%. 25.
Yeah. It's Dan Marino, 13.
Oh, yeah, 13%.
13% said yes. That's 87% said no, keep your cockroaches and your money.
No.
I'm good.
Dude, I'm telling you, that's how people freak out. It's $2,000 is $2,000 for 30 days.
Oh, wow. You're really switching your tone at the end of the show.
Yeah, but $2,000 is $2,000. I
but
mean,
you wouldn't do it.
Well, no, I wouldn't.
Well, then $2,000 ain't all $2,000, is it?
It's not
yeah, but
just because you have that in your wallet,
it ain't gonna change my life. But I'm saying for somebody out there, look, I've been in a position in my life where, trust me when I tell you, I'd eat 100 for $2,000. Oh my God, man, I've been so broke.
They are seeing plasma donations going through the roof right now.
Yeah.
Because you get paid when you donate your plasma. So
I've never done that. I gave blood over. I forgot to tell you, I almost got in a fight at the blood bank.
No, you didn't.
What?
I guess
telling
let's talk
me
about
that
it tomorrow.
now?
We'll tell tomorrow. I'll tell you tomorrow.
A fight at the blood bank?
Yeah, Jack's a crip.
I love it.
No, he's a blood, dude.
Stand up.
Yes, this Saturday I'm actually going to be in St. Augustine.
Hey, right on.
Yeah,
nice.
so there's probably guaranteed to be some listeners out there.
Yeah.
If you want to get tickets, go to my Instagram bio. The link is right there on my page.
Very nice. Let's do it. Party Mom, last call.
Yes, hey Jim, Party Mom here. So I just found out there is no popcorn in popcorn shrimp. So there is no point in trying pot roast.
No. Yeah, very good. I appreciate that. Nas, last call.
Party Mom came to me and she said, "Hold me or scold me." She had a hole in her bowl looking for a nugget to plug it.
Yeah. Okay. Your phone is consistently the worst phone that calls the show.
You need to get a new phone.
Tim, last call.
Did he throw up?
Jim,
Yes.
what do you call a penis potato boat?
I don't know. What do you call a penis potato boat?
A dictatorship.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Brian, last call. Man. Why do I do this bit again?
Listen, I just had to tell you, I did cheat on trivia. I cheated, and I just want to let everybody know I cheated.
Okay, buddy, thanks. Appreciate that. Todd, last call. You did not cheat on the bar, though. You are damn sure. Todd, go.
What is the permanent marker of dogs?
I don't know. What?
Sharpay.
A Sharpay.
Again, Jack ruined your joke, and I love it. I take it. I love it. All right, let's get out of here. On behalf of Deb, Jack, and Ross, I'm Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the Monsters of the Morning. After us, it's Tom and Dan with the Corporate Time and our friends from Real Laughs. We will see you tomorrow, too, for more of the Jim Colbert Show, or 3. Until then, we'll see you. Have a nice evening.
We'll be here, too.
We don't know what Jim's